Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well, and sorry if you missed me. I have been away for like nearly a week because I had to go down to Bristol to say goodbye to my mum who passed at the end of last year. We had a family wake and it was absolutely beautiful. It has helped me immensely. I am now ready to destroy the flat earthers. As you can see, we have the TikTok set up because we're going back over to the wretched hive of scum and villainy known as TikTok to attempt to debate flat earthers over there. Of course, debate in quotations, because flat earthers don't debate. I'm going to go live over there in about 5 minutes because I think I set up an event. I don't know if I've done it right. I've no idea what I'm doing on TikTok, but I want to say hello to all of you wonderful people and thank you for being here, and remind you that I am about to play an intro to this stream. If you are watching this stream after the fact and you don't want to listen to the intro, you can skip forward like 90 seconds. Just tap the right side of the screen a few times. However, if you are here, then there's a rule. If you're watching live right now, you must dance. Because if you're not dancing, I will notice, and that means that you won't get a cookie. Anyway, enjoy the show. Remember, stupidity is not right, Flerfs are idiots, and this is going to be mad.
Flat Earth expert Mark Sargent thinks the moon landing was a hoax.
Technically, the moon itself is a hoax.
Right, but betting with Sportsbet's new iPhone app?
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Sportsbet's new iPhone app. It's foolproof.
The FTFE show. Welcome to the FTFE show. Welcome to the FTFE show. Earth thinks that evolution is real. Chemtrails don't exist, vaccines work. Climate change is happening, we landed on the moon. The FTFE show. Welcome to the FTFE show. Welcome to the FTFE show. Scooty, it's not alright. Baby, it's not alright.
We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Craig, known as FTFE on these here interwebs. My channel is about debating people that think the earth is flat, because that's a thing, apparently. I don't know why people do that, have that belief. Well, I do. It's because they're idiots. Remember, you're not stupid because you're a flat earther. You're a flat earther because you are stupid. Now, I'm going to go live on TikTok in about 2 minutes, and we're going to hopefully get some Flerfs to join. If not, you know what, we'll just have a little laugh at some of the things that flat earthers say and have a chat instead. But I'm sure that they will join. I'm sure somebody will join anyway. If you guys are here on YouTube and you have a TikTok account, then please pop over to TikTok and also join in the chat there, because the more people there, the more TikTok will push it out and everything. The first one went really well, and I don't really know if this one would do. As you know, I'm new to TikTok, so who knows if there's even going to be anybody watching. We have absolutely no idea. We have already I Am Raven, who's been a member for 27 months, says, every time I dance and I'm yet to get my cookie. You're not looking hard enough. I put it for your letterbox. Oh yeah, that's not your house. I've no idea who I've given that cookie to. My bad. Rosie says for $5, because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. Am I supposed to sing that? I don't know the tune. We do have a little super chat goal as well, because super chats are an amazing way to support the channel. If you want to support the channel with a super chat, the super chat goal is there. Any of the £5 or up super chats, we get 30 of those. I'll do a 24-hour TikTok stream this weekend. Of course, super chats are not mandatory. They are massively appreciated because they really, really, really do help me. And the actual best way to help the channel is to share the stream outside of YouTube. So on X, Facebook, Bebo, MySpace, Friends Reunited, or just go into your local post office and just start writing the URL on like all the things in the post office, so that when someone buys things in the post office, my URL's already there. That's the way to do it. We got Dirt B7, who's been a member for 5 months, says, hey, glad I catch you live. Thank you very much. We're going to go live on TikTok because that is the thing we do now. So we're live on TikTok. Hello, everybody over on TikTok. I hope you're well. If you think the Earth is flat, come and prove it. Come and tell me that the Earth is flat. Come and tell me why the Earth is flat. I guarantee that I can destroy any argument that you have about the fact that the Earth is flat. Because let's face it, there is no evidence that the Earth is flat. There is 0 experiments or measurements that show the Earth is flat. If you think the Earth is flat, then yeah, you're not very smart, and I'm here to prove that to you. So feel free. I'm going to make this a multi-guest stream, so you can request to come in and debate me about flat Earth. So I think it's set to multi-guest. I think. So you can just literally request to come in. And hello to the people joining on TikTok. Hello Zoomy, hello Rubiks, hello Ducky. How you doing? Right, spread the word, spread the word, spread the word. Flat Earthers, come and prove to me that the Earth is flat. If you have the cojones, which I guarantee you don't. I guarantee that you are cowards. I guarantee you're dumb. I guarantee you have 0 to bring to the table, because that's what happened last time. Oh! TikTok things happening. We got Tomahawk says, yes, Craig, I can't wait for you to facepalm these ridiculous arguments. Of course, I have my facepalm protection ready, because that is extremely important when you're doing these kind of things. Any flat earther that says a dumb thing, I have protection. And they're pretty good, actually, the facepalm protection. This is approved by NASA, of course. You don't use facepalm protection that isn't approved by NASA, because that would just be really, really, really dumb. Now, Spurs Chemo is, of course, around. He is known as Gas Pressure. If anyone wants to try and tag him, then he will be able to come in, of course. We've got a super chat over on the Red app. Itsarubiks for $5 says, I'm FTFE, and I will give Rubiks their freedom for the 24 hours of the TikTok marathon if the super chat goal is met, and give them an extra water. Well, I've said it now. So I will let Rubiks out of the hole, but basement, for at least the 24 hours of my 24-hour live stream this weekend. Extra water, what that means is I will just make sure the walls in the basement are a little bit more damp than normal. We've got Tomahawk in the chat. We've got Helping Flat Earthers. Hello, Helping Flat Earthers. Why would you help the Flat Earthers? Please don't help them. Well, unless you're trying to teach them science. You can't help them by teaching them science, because they're too thick to take in the information, of course. Rachbot over on the Red app for $5 Australian. 24 hours of you? Yes, please. Well, that depends. I do need another 28 super chats to reach that goal, and I will do a 24-hour live stream on these here TikToks. We've got about 20 people watching so far, which is amazing. 472 likes already, apparently. I don't know how that happens when there's... I don't know. PJ over on the Red app for $5 says, free Rubiks, you can't make me na 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 na. Hold on. Hey Rubiks, they want me to free you. Isn't that funny? Oh, can you stop crying? Look, I said if I get the super chat goal, you can get out for 24 hours. Well, no, you'll still be chained. Well, I'll just put you in the garden. I don't care, it's raining. Oh my God. Never happy, I swear. I'm going to let them out of the hole. But they're still not happy. Okay, so I apparently have Spurs' account. So let's go over to him and see if he's live, or see if he's around. Hey, Spurs. Come join my live. So, this is... Oh, you can't see that. Don't know if you remember Spurs Chemo from... my earlier Flat Earth debates, but he is over here known as Gas Pressure. Spurs Chemo, of course, the famous Flat Earther that told me that there was a murder on board the ISS as they docked, because he saw a reflection of something. And then he's trying to prove that there is no such thing as gas pressure, which he would need to explain when we have an atmosphere with pressure of 14.7 PSI at sea level, going to practically 0 as you raise up, which literally debunks the fact that we live in a dome. So that there is that. Tomahawk says Nathan is probably chasing some kids somewhere. Yes, I guarantee Nathan is chasing kids somewhere. We have over on the Red app, we got Kevin Concord for $4.99 says Artemis 2 launching astronauts around the moon next month. First time since 1972. We might get the biggest flat earth meltdowns ever. Oh yes, we are going to get the biggest flat earth meltdowns ever. Don't you worry. In fact, if any flat earthers want to come in and tell me why this moon mission's gonna be an automatic fake, I'm happy for them to do that. I think I've said it as a multi-guest thing. I don't know because I don't know what I'm doing on TikTok. So could somebody attempt to join the live so that I can actually see if it is working? Because I have no idea. We've got Rosie for $2 says, I'm FTFE and I'll give Rubiks a jacket for the rain. No, I won't. I mean, okay, I'll give them a jacket, but it's going to be a wet one with holes. You know? I mean, a blanket, a rag, a paper towel. They can get a paper towel, okay? Orion Cooper, $5 says 24-hour stream, but only if you release the Tokley. Tokley. Oh, my goodness, the Tokley. Ah! Of course, you can only see that over on the Red app. CJ Lamoureux, my stumpy friend, who has been a member for 18 months, says, shout out to everyone in chat. Love you all. Keep rocking FTFE. Love you, buddy. I love you too, my friend, and I love your stump. That sounds weird. You might not know what that means without the context, but CJ had to have his leg removed, and he is a hero of mine because he has got through that like a trooper. He is walking again, and I am beyond proud of my friend. Right, we have people wanting to join the stream, so let's see if I know what I'm doing here. I'm pressing the button. What's happening? Here we go. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Woo!
Boo!
Hello!
Hi, I tried to bring up Tomahawk, but for some reason I couldn't bring him up.
I think I've let them in.
There we go.
Yes, Craig, it's working. You're all good, bro.
Yep,
I'm going to
you're
drop
good to
out
go,
and
my
let
man.
some idiot flat earth to join off.
Well, we're waiting for them, of course. You know, they aren't the bravest of folk. My last one went really well. I think TikTok was like testing me in the algorithm or something, and they seem to have liked it. So we don't know how this one's going to go. I don't know if any flat earthers are going to join. But if not, we can just laugh at the dumb things they say. So did you guys know that one of the first flat earthers I ever debated, a guy called Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, goes by the name of Ross, told me, unironically, that the moon was dug out of the Grand Canyon by giants, melted into quartz, filled with helium whilst it was still cooling. That explains the craters, because it was bubbles popping. And then put in the sky to mock us for worshipping the sun. And then laughed at me when I said that the moon is Earth's natural satellite. Karen Batya says, I'm just here to block you, deuces, tool. Well, that's just fine if you want to be a coward. You know what? I'm going to give you an invite. Oh, no, I can't. Apparently you blocked me, so I can't invite you. Well, look at that. I didn't even get to speak to a flat earther and they blocked me. Isn't that amazing?
You terrorize him, Craig.
Yeah, we got Brenda coming in. Hello, Brenda. How the devil are you?
I could be better.
Oh, dear. What's wrong?
I mean, just a cold.
Oh, what? Don't you know viruses are fake?
I do know that Demok is the greatest flat earther who ever lived.
Well, obviously.
Because I learned that we can eat dirt.
Yeah, but there's no dirt in middle.
Oh, by the way, question for you.
42.
Yeah, your upcoming debate, is that this Friday?
With Brother Sanchez?
Yes.
23rd, I think. Rubiks, correct me if I'm wrong.
That would be next week then. Sorry.
Yes. So it's the 23rd, I believe. If you would like to know the format and the things we're going to be talking about, Rubiks is going to be the moderator for that. And they have a list of things that Brother Sanchez has agreed to talk to me about. Now, obviously, talking to Brother Sanchez requires a moderator because Rubiks has actually gone through some of our previous debates. And in one of them, he talked 1.95 times as much as me.
Yeah. As far as Demok is the greatest flat earther ever, but he's a close second. His derp is unique. It is really, yes. Well, I came up to say hi and also to prompt you to remind people about your upcoming debate.
Yes,
You know.
absolutely. So if you guys don't know Brother Sanchez is probably one of the larger flat earthers left around. And still, despite everything that's happened, including the final experiment going to Antarctica, the fact we're going back to the moon in real soon, he still says the Earth is flat and giants are real,
Yes,
and
he
a bunch
does.
of other nonsense. He has agreed to do a one-on-one debate with me on the 23rd of this month. I think it's at midnight. UK time, possibly. I'll have to double check that. And it is going to be moderated by the incredible Rubiks, who I will put a microphone in the basement at least for that. Anyway, so
Yeah, I suggest that people definitely need a great deal of cushions, oven mitts, and any other instruments that can help them with the derp, because there will be a considerable amount. Quite a bit.
There will be derp.
Yes. Talking about Rubiks, they have joined. Hello, how are you from my basement today?
Hello. I'm okay, tired.
I'm going to take off. I'm going to take off then.
Well, thank you for coming, Brenda.
Yeah.
I hope you feel better soon.
Craig, I'm going to sit
so
down
it's-
here in the corner for a couple minutes. For some reason, I can't bring people up. I think you've got to change a setting on mine.
How do I do that? What? I don't know.
Worry about it for the next one.
Right, so you could invite people as well.
Well, no, I can approve requests to come up. I should be able to do that. I can't.
Right. Okay. I think I gave you the option to manage guests, but I'm not sure. I have no idea what I'm doing on TikTok. Genuinely.
It says manage guests, but for some reason, when I go to accept them, it says I need to some sort of live approval.
Gen X in the chat, Gen X Raver Kirsty, how many names do you need, for goodness sake, says, have you got a combine harvester? I've got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Yes, I am from Bristol and I do have a West Country accent. Isn't it amazing? When I was back in Bristol, Burnham for my mum's wake over the weekend, it was quite incredible hearing the amount of Bristolian accents. I forgot how Bristolian people sound when you're actually in Bristol. And to you guys, I might sound a bit like a farmer, but if you actually went to Bristol, they would all literally be talking like this, right, me lovers? Right? And when you get off a bus in Bristol, you have to say, cheers, drive, exactly like that. Otherwise, they run you over or something. I'm not sure how that works.
Sounds about right.
Yes.
But yeah, the 23rd of January, 7 p.m. Eastern, which I think is midnight UK. Yeah.
Oh. Apparently, I haven't even started my live show on TikTok. I don't know.
Oh, you're live on our end on TikTok.
Well, I think it's because I set it as a event and I hadn't started that. Well, I don't know what I've done. What's this?
You made me big, Craig.
That's what she said.
I know. That's actually a pretty good likeness of me. I look about 15 years older than I am, though. But other than that, it's not bad.
Yeah, so I've no idea what I'm doing. Apparently, I've made you...
Let me see if I can fix that.
Literally no idea what I'm doing on TikTok. Woohoo! What's this button do? No. I can mute myself. That's good. Apparently, I've muted... invite to unmute. Oh, there we go.
Ah, there we go. Borg brought up a good point. Is it going to interfere with Star Trek?
My debate with Sanchez.
Yeah. That's at 1 a.m. your time, so...
Oh, crap.
It's going to be
You know
about a
what?
2.5 hour debate.
Yeah, I may have to apologize to the Star Trek crew for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only time that Sanchez is available, so we kind of had to do it.
Yep.
Right. I think, I don't know what I've done. I've given Bob the mic. I don't know how.
There's a timer.
There's a timer? Yeah. Oh, there is. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's going on here. Manage. What's this?
Well, what you did, I think, was you gave me, I don't know, it's called grandstand or something or other. This is what you would do if you want to let somebody make a presentation.
Right.
And talk kind of semi-uninterrupted for a little while.
I see.
I think you can stop it.
Yeah, if I press, make sure every performer has finished their, right, okay. So yeah, just go back to like a normal stream, I see.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. And then it's kind of difficult to actually put on the mic if you're not up there.
There we go, yeah. This TikTok is oh, wait, what's happened here? I've like made my camera strange now. There, okay, I'll sit over here in the middle. Yeah, because I totally know what I'm doing because I'm a professional, of course. We've got over on the Red app, CJ Lamoureux, who's been a member for 18 months, says, shout out to everyone in chat. Love you all. Keep rocking FTFE. I love you, buddy. I love you more. Brandon for $4.99 says, my name is Craig. And if I read this out loud, Rubiks will get 10 minutes of garden time on a sunshiny in Scotland. Yeah, there's no sun in Scotland. What are you on about? The last time the sun appeared here, everyone like ran for cover and then burst into flames.
What is the sun you speak of?
Oh, of course, you're from Cleveland. You wouldn't know what that is either, would you?
We see it almost 3 times a year. Almost.
Yes.
I know that I start hissing every time things get bright outside for some reason.
Yeah.
Over on the Red app, we've got a Flerf called A Son of the Most High, a Son of the Most High, who says that PhD Tony has a grave image of fake Earth that's a perfect non-oblate sphere because he's a moron that got deceived by cartoons as a kid. It's amazing that flat earthers don't understand that this is an oblate spheroid. Literally, this is an oblate spheroid. You can tell this is an oblate spheroid because if you look at the equator there, it's slightly bulged. But very much like the Earth, which looks like a perfect sphere from back here, it's not. Earth is oblate, but the oblateness is, there's a difference of, 42 miles between the polar circumference and the equatorial circumference.
Why not come on and live a Son of the Most High?
Oh, Son of Most High says, we're all a bunch of dumb kids. Well, that could come here and prove that we're dumb. That's all you need to do. We've got Brandon joining. Hello, Brandon.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Not bad. You? How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I thought Rob Skiba debunked flat Earth.
Oh yeah, flat earthers. Flat earthers are great at debunking flat Earth. Rob Skiba, Bob Nadell, Jeranism, who's no longer a flat earther, which every time he opens his mouth, you know.
Damn.
Although I must admit,
are you any of those individuals, or are you just a side character?
I mean, I'm friends with all of those. You know,
so you're a side character. You're not up there yet. You don't have enough subscribers. You don't have enough people following you.
I've got 60,000 subs over
6,000? Oh, man, that's nothing. 6,000?
60.
Oh, 60,000? That's nothing. Jeranism has hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
Well, he's got about 180,000.
So they all have hundreds and hundreds of thousands. So you haven't even reached the 100,000 mark yet.
No. Are you a flat earther?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I used to be. Yeah, I used to be a flat earther.
Are you now a flat earther?
I used to follow Rob Skiba. I was a flat earther back in the days. Yeah, I used to follow Rob Skiba.
So you're not a flat earther anymore?
Never. I'll never go back to that. That's ridiculous.
Good man. That's ridiculous. I hope you say
that's
that, yeah.
ridiculous.
Yes. Well, my name is FTFE, Fight the Flat Earth, and I'm kind of known as one of the bigger flat Earth debaters in the scene over on the Red app. I've just joined this TikTok, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. We'll just hopefully some flat earthers will come in and try and prove to me that the Earth is flat, or at least try and present some evidence that we could talk. But that's the thing.
They're still trying to figure out why the Earth is flat after the what do you call that? Remember, Jeranism went
the final experiment.
Traveled.
Yeah, I was invited to that. I was like
experiment, right?
The final experiment. Yeah, I was invited to that. I was one of the first invited, but I couldn't go because I got a duff knee. So Dave McKeegan went.
So you were the first invited, but you didn't go?
No, I can't walk, and I felt I'd be a burden for other people, and I didn't want to ruin what would be a once in a lifetime trip for other people because they had to look after me. So I straight away turned it down. Dave McKeegan went, MC Toon went. These are all very good friends of mine. So I was there in spirit.
And Jeranism went, right?
Yeah. And Witsit.
And Jeranism was a flat earther before he went.
He was, yes, and then he made a bunch of predictions that if the Earth is a globe, then this would happen. Went there and saw those things happening, and was like, "Oh crap! Guess it's a globe."
No, that was the biggest thing. Remember, this was all hinged on that whole dude. Who was that? What's the name of that dude who was he's literally in Indonesia right now. He's not in America, he's not in Canada, he's not in the European Union. He's in somewhere beyond all that. And he's like describing all of this for you.
Are you talking about
not for
Phuket
you,
World?
but I'm saying he's a part of it, I'm saying, but what's the main one?
Well, Phuket World didn't go there.
No, I'm not saying he did.
Oh,
but
Eric
I'm saying
Dubé? Is that the guy you mean?
Yeah, Eric Dubé.
No,
Eric
we call him Eric
has a
Dumbay over here.
book. Oh, Dumbay?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say he was dumb because he's pretty smart because he made a lot of money. He made a lot of money.
You can be a scammer.
A lot
and
of
be dumb.
people in the flat earth community do not have money. They still have to have regular jobs and they still live a regular life. So he doesn't. So I would say he's not dumb. I would never say he's dumb, but I would say he's wrong. I would say he's wrong,
Definitely
but not dumb. I would never say flat earthers, that flat earth, the whole thing is dumb. I would say it's wrong, but not dumb.
No, it's definitely
you're saying
dumb.
it's
It's
both?
like literally that you cannot be
You're
a
saying
flat
it's
earther
both.
unless you're stupid.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. No,
Well, yeah,
I
if you
wouldn't say
don't
that.
understand basic physics or maths or hygiene or tying shoelaces, then you're generally a flat earther. We do have a flat earther in the chat whose name is Geocentric, apparently. I have sent Geocentric a link to join, an invite to join this stream. They are welcome to come and show me any evidence about the Earth being flat. But of course, most flat earthers are cowards. Only ex-flat earthers like my awesome friend Brandon here are willing to join. So Brandon, tell me, what made you think...
What's going on, Brandon?
Well, no, wait, what's your name? Sebastian, sorry. Not Brandon. Sebastian, you. I'm talking to you, Sebastian. So, Sebastian, what made you stop being a flat earther? What was the evidence that convinced you that the Earth is, in fact, a globe?
It started with Rob Skiba.
When he debunked it with all his experiments,
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, people still use Rob Skiba as evidence that the Earth is flat, which is crazy because, you know...
Yeah, of course. They still use his whole website. His whole website is still up.
Geocentric says they've got a vaccine to sell me. I don't need to. I don't pay for vaccines. Why would you sell me something I don't need to pay for? Crazy. We've got another flat earther over.
I'm not a flat earther, by the way, but I love people. Rob Skiba, by the way, he would have been a round earther if he was still alive in 2026.
You think
he
so?
would have already. Yeah, of course. Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Of course, we've got as well. Oh, someone did try to join them. What's his name?
He's gone though. He's gone.
Yeah, he passed.
He's
of course,
gone now.
We've got Robbie Fowler as well.
So don't worry about his name.
Robbie, I can't remember what his name is. Robbie something or other, who was the creator of the Flat Earth International
Can you take your hat off? Can you take your hat off?
No.
Yeah. You can't take your hat off? It's unbelievable or what? Damn, the flat earth is under the hat, huh?
Yeah, no, it's not a hat. That's actually the shape of my head.
Okay. So you can't take the hat off because that's where the flat earth is located or what?
No, it's just, I don't have a hat. This is my head.
Okay, got you. So underneath your hat is where the flat earth is. Got you.
No, I'm a clone, and this one went a bit wrong.
Right. You a clone from the year what? What year are you from?
What? Well, I'm from today. I was literally born today.
What year are we living in?
I don't know.
You don't know what year we're living in?
Not a clue, mate. Not a clue. We've got Mission Apparition Para over on the Red app, who's been a member for 48 months and says, "Right, me babber, wasn't far from me Western Supermare." Yeah, I was literally in Western Supermare.
Why do you have so many cables attached to your ears? You got one coming from the left, one coming from the right. My God, how many cables
these are
you need
headphones
attached to? Those are headphones?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, what do you have to listen to stuff.
I got Bluetooth, brother. I don't need like cables attached to my ears. Damn.
Well, these are really good quality, and they're cheap, and they're noise cancellation.
So you're cheap. So you're on the cheap side of the flat Earth community. You're on the cheap side.
Yeah,
He's not a flat earther.
Oh no, I'm saying you're on the cheap side of the global community, or.
Yes, I'm cheap and you. I don't spend any money. No, these are just headphones. I don't know what you're going on about. Geocentric, come on, stop crying and get in here. Geocentric, I have sent you an invite. Just come and join. Or are you just going to be a flat earther coward and sit in the chat?
Oh, absolutely.
Sebastian, we can hear a lot of noise going on in the background there. What's happening?
Yeah, it's one of my girlfriends. Just watch Divvy in the background.
One of your girlfriends? How many do you have?
I have 3. I'm a Mormon, so I have 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you're like the Christian fan fiction guy?
Yeah, possibly. We could talk about that, but we're talking about flat Earth right now.
Yeah, Mormonism is pretty dumb as well, though, to be fair.
I mean, as dumb as what?
As dumb as any other religion, but maybe a bit dumber than average Christianity.
Would flat Earth be the dumbest?
Yeah, flat Earth is probably one of the dumbest things.
Yeah,
Mormonism is a close that you got like flat Earth. You've got Scientology, the Mormonism. The magic gold things you found in America that was apparently the Bible too or something.
There's none left.
Yeah.
Taking your time with the road means we're going to be around.
If there is any flat earthers that have any evidence, come on, don't be afraid. I'm going to have to ask you to maybe quieten down in the background there because all we can hear is whatever's going on.
I'll mute my mic. I'm sorry.
That's all right. What are they watching?
We're actually watching. It's a infomercial, but I was actually watching. I play Fortnite, so on Thursday they're going to release.
Play good games.
Fortnite. I play Fortnite, Minecraft, Apex Legend, Call of Duty.
You should play Satisfactory.
What's that?
It's the best game ever made.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what's the premise of the?
It's a factory building game.
It's a what?
It's a factory automation game.
Oh, okay. I played that before.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, you should definitely play it. Spurs says he's gonna. He wants me to join him tomorrow. I can't join during the day at like 1 because I'm usually busy during.
Can you take off your hat, or is that too far?
No,
can you take off your glasses?
No, I can't see. Take off the glasses.
Oh, okay, take off the hat real quick.
I can't.
Why?
No, I'm just saying. If he's a flat earther, he'll prove the Earth is flat by taking off his hat.
But I'm not a flat earther.
Oh no, I'm saying if the Earth is round, he will prove the Earth is round by taking off his hat.
One of my chat over on the Red app thinks that you're into me. Is that right?
What kind of haircut is that? You got a fade?
Yes. There's an afro under here.
I really like the majority.
There's an afro under there, bro.
Yeah.
What is that? Cranberry juice?
It's the blood of my enemies.
It's the blood of who?
My enemies.
Who are your enemies? You're drinking
it doesn't
blood
matter. They're
of
dead
your
now, so I
enemy?
got the blood.
Yeah, I'm saying, but who are they?
Well, I can't tell you their names because then they'd be able to trace the bodies to me.
You're drinking it on live stream, so
that's okay.
I'm pretty sure you don't care about that.
Well, I haven't told anyone where the bodies are.
You're drinking it. Yeah, well, I'm saying you do know who owns this platform. What platform are we on?
We're on TikTok.
We're on TikTok.
Yeah. Is that what?
Yeah, sure. Who owns TikTok?
Me.
You own it? Have you written a book?
Guys, if you want me to kick him, then just send me some gifts and I will do that.
Hey, no one's sending gifts. Send him a gift. Send him a gift. Please send this dude a gift.
If I get two gifts, I will kick this guy because he seems dumber than most flat earthers.
Man, he doesn't take off his hat.
No,
for some reason.
Hackram says for $5 over on the Red app, Craig, NASA would like to confirm bank account details so they can pay your shill payment.
Goodbye, loved one.
See you later, Sebastian. Glad you're not a Flerf, but Mormonism is just as dumb, so stop that dumb. Boston Concerts,
I'm not a Mormon, by the way. I was just trolling you, but goodbye, bro.
Goodbye, bro. Boston Concerts over on the Red app says for $4.99, doing my part to make FTFE suffer on TikTok for 24 hours. Of course, we are 8 out of 30 super chats in. If we get another 22 super chats in the next 90 minutes, then I will do a 24-hour TikTok live stream this weekend. So, right, by then you can go now, Sebastian.
I thought you were supposed to kick me out. I'm still.
Yeah, by then.
Low quality troll is low.
Yes, absolutely. I'm trying to get Spurs to join. Just join me for a bit. We haven't spoken a while. I'm trying to get Gas Pressure to join. Oh, we've got Tomahawk wanting to come back in. Lex says that person's family won't even talk to him. Hey, Tomahawk, how you doing, dude?
Greg, I'm doing good. I just wanted to join up really quickly and just give you a lowdown on these people. So the problem is, the big main flat earthers on TikTok, you're going to have to join their lives because they don't like joining other lives because they don't have a mute and kick button.
Yeah,
I've been in this community for ages, like almost every night. They're so funny. Like Son of Africa's a big one. There's the Stage Flat Earth. He's another weirdo. Enoch of TikTok, which is Nathan Thompson. He comes on a lot, and he's my God.
He won't talk to me. Nathan will not talk to me.
He won't dare.
No.
But yeah, there's a lot of them. But I've shared it to a couple of them. I've shared your live to a couple of them, but I doubt they'll join because there's no mute and kick button. But yeah, I'm gonna keep sharing. I'm gonna drop now and see if someone will join up for you. But yeah,
thank you very much. Yeah, I need to figure out how to join their streams while streaming. I don't know.
Bob the Science Guy in the chat, Gene Techman. He is one of the most insufferable.
Oh yeah, I've debated him 5 times over on the Red app.
Oh God, he's honest to God. Anyway,
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Subscribe to Fight the Flat Earth on YouTube.
All right, TikTok shop.
And TikTok shop.
Well, cheers, dude. Yeah, keep sharing. We've got over on the Red app, we've got just Jez being Jez for $5 Australian dollars. Says, buckle up, buckaroo. We've got another 14 of these coming. Oh, dude, that's incredibly generous. Specs has been a member for 15 months. Says, black hole, Flerf brain are they're synonyms. Yes, they absolutely are. Just Jez being Jez for another 5. Says, someone get this man a drink. I'm making him go 24 hours. I'm trying to get Spurs to join, but he's being a bit of a coward. Of course he is. We've got Bodnall over on the Red app, who's been a member for 24 months and says, 2 years, dude, that's twice around the sun. Get in. Bob, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, doing great, Gene. Wife just got home, hanging out.
Did you just call me Gene?
No. You're hearing things. I'm gonna redefine my reality here. That was after recommending Gene Techman for you. Yeah, Mr. Patrick, I'm here. I'm just gonna sit quietly in the corner and see if I can draw some people in for you.
I've messaged Gene a couple of times on TikTok, and he has seen my messages but not responded because he knows that I have destroyed him on the Red app many times. Although he claims that he destroyed both me and PhD Tony. Things that have never happened for 500, please, Bob.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Patrick.
Got 75 watching on TikTok, which is amazing. Again, for just my second live, I do appreciate the love and support, guys. Just Jez being Jez, $5 says, running out of things to say. How are you? I am fantastic. Thank you very much. Thanks for the support. It means the world. So I need to figure out how to stream whilst joining other lives. But apparently you can't join other lives from TikTok Studio. Is that right? I don't know how
I have no idea.
Someone needs to teach me how this works. Inquisitive Infidel for $5 says, so the Flerfs on TikTok are addicted to the mute button. No surprise, little Oakley clones. Source code says I need another account on another device or browser. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Yes, please move your photo to the top right. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what's this do? Fill screen, fit to screen. Oh, wrong one. Oh, there we go. Hey. Yeah, this app is very not as user-friendly as the red one. Just Jez being Jez for $5 says, okay, serious question. Why is the Antarctica experiment from last year not more of a nail in the coffin for these flunts than it was? Because they're dumb. And is their power. The Dean has requested to join. Yeah, of course it was fake. They recorded it in the studio. Yeah. We've got the Dean. Hello, the Dean. How are we?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm very well. Are you a flat earther?
No. Bob knows who I am. I just came in here to help you out for a second. What I was talking about is that little easel that you have at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see because it's on the chat side. Your previous like framing was perfect, where you had like darkness up at the top right. I would just move it there.
Does that work there? Just
lower.
Lower.
Yeah, it's like
So just there? Does that work?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
See, it's just in front of me. I've made it transparent, so.
Well, it's nice to see you on TikTok. I'm gonna head out. I just thought I would clarify that a little bit.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how all this works. Apparently, after this stream, I will unlock virtual camera, so it'll be a lot of a better setup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Can you make that graphic a little smaller, Craig?
I can make it a little smaller. I think. Let me just figure out what I'm doing. Well, I could before. Wait, if I do that, and I go. Does that work? There we go.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Hey.
That way, there you're not taking up so much your facial real estate.
I mean, did I really want to see my face? You know.
No, we really don't. But still, it's nice to have the option.
It's like 80 of you watching on TikTok, so I really appreciate it. Do me a favor, guys, share the live, tag every flat earther that you know, and see if any of them have the cojones to come in and present some evidence. Flat earthers, I want you to come here and show me your best evidence that the earth is flat. I don't want you to show me what you don't understand about the globe. I don't want you to complain about the globe. I want you to bring evidence that the earth is flat. I guarantee that there is none. In fact, if you present evidence the earth is flat, I will give you my YouTube channel. And you can do whatever you want with it. Just Jez being Jez $5 says, why do chickens stop laying eggs? Henopause, isn't it? Yeah, you can leave now. Just Jez being Jez $5 says, you know what? Probably would have been easier just giving you $25 for a super chat. Yeah, but then it wouldn't have counted towards the goal. And it looks like I'm going to have to do a 24-hour live stream for the Flat Earthers.
Can confirm, Amber. I do have psychic powers, not from being in isolation in this hole.
No, psychic, not psychotic. Darken says this is way more amusing and interactive. I appreciate it. Yeah, just Jez being Jez, really, really appreciate the support. Now, is there any flat earthers? Gravity disproves the whole theory. Tides equals gravity, which gravity pulls everything to the center. Yeah, I've been trying to explain to flat earthers about how gravity makes tides on both sides of the earth. Because they really don't understand that. They're like, well, if the moon's pulling, why is it a tide on both sides? I love that flat earthers will always say, do your own research, whilst failing to do their own research every single time.
No, they watched a YouTube video.
Yeah,
they watched a YouTube video. That's their research.
Oh, what did I do? I'm pressing wrong things. Right, so if I do this or this one, yeah, oh no, wait, there. See, I've no idea what I'm doing on this app. There we go. PJ for $2 says, release Rubiks as part of that live stream. No. How do you think I get my shorts done?
I think I'd rather be trapped in Scotland than be in the US.
That's fair. Trumpistan. We've got what Bruv says, are you still having your leg lopped off? Tomorrow I have my psychiatrist appointment, which I'm a bit terrified about. No, it's Friday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's my occupational therapist appointment. I almost get this confused. Yeah, Friday I've got my psychiatrist appointment, which is terrifying. We have Subnox632 has requested to join. Let's see if they are a flat earther.
Not a flat earther at all. I had a question though.
42.
I wanted to see what I never heard flat earthers explain what causes things to fall. I've heard of density and buoyancy, but they're associated with gravity. There is certainly a force that pulls us towards the center of the earth. What would they call that force? And I got one question for you. I'm going to Scotland in June as an American. Will I be welcome there, or
practice a British accent?
Okay.
Yeah. Did you not see what Scotland did to Trump when he came here for his golf course thing?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's what we think of Trump. Americans in general, we're cool as long as you don't be like, "Yay, I love Trump," because Scotland really doesn't.
Okay.
The rest of the world.
I'm enjoying your channel, and thanks a lot for the advice. I appreciate it.
No worries, my friend.
Let somebody else talk.
Where are you going to Scotland, though? Whereabouts are you going?
We're taking a little cruise. We start in Southampton. We go up around Scotland, and we stop at Edinburgh. We were going to stop on the northern part. I can't remember the city, but they canceled the stop. So now we're just going to Edinburgh for a couple of days.
I live just over the bridge from Edinburgh. If you go to Edinburgh, you absolutely have to go to the castle, 100%. And you want to go there. You want to go there at 1 p.m. when they fire the gun every single day, because it's just a hell of an experience.
Well, good. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, and lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Goodbye. What
Bruv says, did I send Witsit a Christmas card? Yeah, I spat in it, because that's what he likes, apparently. Right, who has just joined? We have Jack. Hello, Jack.
Hello, how are you?
I am not bad, my friend, and you?
Decent.
Are you a flat earther?
Yes, I'm a flat earther.
Oh, excellent. Well, I have one question for you. Could you please give me some evidence that the earth is flat?
Water finds its level.
Level doesn't mean flat.
I apologize. I got a radio going off here. 1 second. Let me turn it off. Where is that thing? Hey, Bob, you got my money?
The earth isn't flat.
Yeah,
is Bob in here? Bob, you got my money, Shamrock Banks?
So,
he's not even in here,
you
bro.
say
Who's this
water...
guy and you're calling? You know, he's
busy. So you said that water finds its level. Water is like every other bit of matter that exists and reacts to forces acting upon it. The main force acting on water on Earth is the force created by gravity. Water does what gravity tells it to on Earth. Also, there's the fact that level does not equal flat. So what do you say to that?
No, I know you're just regurgitating what they tell you in the textbook. Big deal.
Well, no, I've measured gravity, so I know that it's a fact. I'm not regurgitating, I'm just telling you. You are literally regurgitating flat earthers. Water finds its level. That is regurgitating flat earthers. Well, level does not mean flat. Also, water is never flat. I guarantee no flat earther can ever show me flat water. Water freezes curved because it expands. But on Earth, water does what gravity tells it to do. So water finding its level is not evidence that the Earth is flat. It's just evidence that maybe you don't understand physics.
I don't think you understand gravity.
Oh, I do. I've measured it, and I studied it extensively in my degree in physics.
How can you understand something that doesn't exist?
Well, it does exist. I measured it.
Uh-huh. Well, check this out. So let me get this straight. You believe that the Earth revolves around the sun.
The Earth orbits the sun in an elliptical orbit.
Okay. And then the, what's it called in your model? The solar system is moving through the Milky Way. Is that correct?
No, it's not moving through the Milky Way. It is orbiting the supermassive black hole Sagittarius A at the center of the galaxy.
Oh, okay. So here's the answer for gravity. Okay, because the universe is moving in so many different directions in your model, right? Because we
no,
can
the
see
universe
that-
isn't moving in different directions. No, the
Well-
stars move in several different directions. But here's the thing: every single star that you see in the night sky, which is about 6,000 of them with the naked eye, they are really close to us, and they are moving around the center of the galaxy with us. Which is why there's not much change in what you see in the stars in the night sky, because we can only see a very, 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 very tiny amount of the stars, and those stars are doing the same thing that we are.
Okay, but like, let's say we look at a different galaxy and we see that the light coming in is mostly blue. That means that the galaxy is moving towards us. If it's mostly red, it means it's moving away from us.
Kind of.
Well, no, that's the definition. That is your definition in your textbook.
There's a bit more of it than that, but let's just go with that basic explanation.
Okay, so if that's the case, then show me the gravity, bro.
Show you the gravity. Well, the fact that galaxies exist is evidence of gravity.
I'm saying it's evidence of no gravity, because if gravity mass attracts mass, then everything would be sucking back into itself.
Well, everything
guys
is
gotta
being
come up
attracted
with
to
this thing
everything,
called the
but
black hole.
what you're ignoring is the fact that the universe is also expanding. So the distance between us and, say, the Andromeda Galaxy, the space between us is expanding. And the further away from us you get, the faster the galaxies are expanding. Now, here's a really interesting thing. Say in 100 billion years, if humans are still around, we probably won't know that there are other galaxies, because they would have moved so far away from us because of the expansion of the universe that the light won't ever be able to reach us, because they'll be moving away technically faster than the speed of light. Now, everything is being attracted to everything else, but there are other forces at play within the universe. But the fact that there is galaxies, which is a collection of stars that have been pulled together orbiting a central black hole, is exactly what gravity predicts will happen. You're ignoring forces like dark matter and dark energy. These are also part of our model. You cannot debunk our model if you do not use all of our model.
I know, but your model has all these things in it that are made up.
Well, you say they're
it's all
made
a
up.
story,
That's just
bro.
what you
It's all it
say. I have measured gravity. Personally, measured gravity. It's how I got my physics degree. If you go to mctoon.net/G, there is a large list of measurements of gravity. I have a friend called PhD Tony, whose job is to use gravity to find minerals and oils underground. In fact, we have been able to use gravity to find minerals and stuff underground for a few centuries. And here's the killer for gravity: submarines. Submarines, at least military modern ones, use a system called gravity gradient navigation, where they literally measure the attraction of mass of things underwater, like underwater mountains, to avoid them. They have a series of accelerometers, cold atom accelerometers, around the submarine, which can pinpoint the direction towards larger masses, compare them with gravitational maps taken from satellites, and find out where you are. It is the way that military submarines stay silent whilst moving.
They stay silent whilst moving because they're covered in rubber that has a corrugated outside that absorbs the ping that's under the water, bro.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
Okay, but how? Right, to find out if you're underwater and you want to find out if there is something there, you can use sonar, right? So you can fire sonar out and you get pings back, right? But when you do that, other things can see you. So to be able to navigate underwater and not be detected, they use a passive system which does not put out any signals. So you would need to explain how submarines are able to detect underwater mountains without using any kind of sonar that other people can see. And I can tell you how, because it's a system that I personally worked on as a nuclear engineer in the military and in submarines, that gravity gradient navigation is what is used. They literally use gravity to avoid underwater mountains.
Okay, well, the biggest thing that we're having a problem with is NASA. NASA is lying to everyone.
Prove that NASA have lied. Prove that NASA have lied. I have actually proved myself using NASA's videos that they went to the moon, because there is certain things that happen in the videos that are impossible to fake. So you are saying that NASA have faked going to the moon. That is a claim that you will need to back up.
Okay. So you're a pretty smart guy. I assume that you're familiar with what a walkie-talkie is.
Don't assume. It makes an ass out of you and me.
Okay, well, do you know what a walkie-talkie is?
Yes.
Okay, so NASA used essentially walkie-talkies on the moon, allegedly, between astronauts. They have 2 channels. There's a switch on the front of the astronaut spacesuit. Okay, and these walkie-talkies, the transmit is 0.05 watts.
And
they have 12-inch, bubble antennas that are omnidirectional antennas. It's a very weak signal.
And
okay,
yeah, but that's not what they use to transmit to. That's not what they use to transmit to Earth. They use the radio antenna on the lunar lander to actually transmit to Earth. So the signals that they have from their personal radios would then go to the antenna on the LEM, which would then be transmitted to Earth. It works out. The maths of the signals works out 100%.
Great. Okay, so the signal you're talking about is called S-band, which is a microwave signal. And the signal that the PLSS transmits is VHF, which is a lower frequency signal. Now, there was a guy on Earth by the name of Larry Basinger, and he picked up the signals from the PLSS on Earth, 236,000 miles away through cloud cover when the moon was already down.
Yeah, no problem at all. It matches what we say would happen.
Okay, look, it's line of sight technology, bro. First thing, the moon's got to be up.
So actually the signal was transmitted to other places on Earth and then sent out. So anything, there is no signal that does not match what we predict would happen. Right, unless you can show me the maths. Unless you can show me the maths of the signals, the exact technology that was used, you are incorrect. You are just saying things that are wrong.
No,
this has been debunked. All this has been debunked
right now because I flat smacked the shit out of him.
No, you haven't. You say you have. You say you have, but you have not. You are just saying things that are not true. Typical flat earther, your research is listening to Eric Dubay.
Go do your research.
Your research is listening to Eric Dubay, right?
This guy's bullshit.
No, again, I have proven we went. Yes, Bob. Oh, he ran away.
Of course he did, because he heard me come off mic.
Yeah.
I destroyed him on this. I just wanted to bring up something.
Hold on one sec. Top tier in the chat says host starting to crash. No, host arguing. If you want to come in and debate, feel free. Sorry, Bob, carry on.
So SETI, the signals that they're looking for with SETI and radio telescopes are on the order of 10 to the negative 25 watts. So 0.5 watt is a lot, an awful lot. Very easy to pick up.
Look out, we've got 150 watching on TikTok again. That's absolutely incredible. I just want to say that's amazing. Bob, thank you for helping share the stream and everything. It really does mean the world. We've got a couple of super chats. Well, if someone wants to join, let me just get them in. Come on, press the button.
It was kind of cute the way he ran as quick as he did as soon as I came off mute.
Oh, someone was trying to join, but they ran away. A couple of super chats over on the Red app. I'll just let these Finding Truth and Truth in. They can just wait there 1 second. Over on the Red app, we have Hacker M for $5 says Jez is on fire. Please help Jez. Being on fire is bad. F-Grudge €5 says old Craig caused the tide on one side of the globe. Yeah, I was a big fatty before that. That's absolutely correct. Then I'm
gonna hop off so you can get more Flerfs. So
appreciate it. Thank you. We've got PJ for $2 says make a lamp out of the leg. You're not allowed to keep medical waste, unfortunately. I've already checked. Dr. Apocalypse for £5 says try to explain the Grange points to Flerf, then they don't even understand gravity and tides. Here's something to get snacks through 24-hour TikTok. Thank you. Just Jez being Jez $5 says please ask this guy to define level. No, they couldn't. Right. Hello, people that have just joined. Flat Earthers, how are we?
Hey, I'm going to be real quick here. I just wanted to point out that in that instance, picking up the radio signals from the moon was not down. He just flat out lied about that.
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I asked him to prove it.
Oh, okay, all right. I just want to make sure.
Thank you,
everybody knows it. You know,
that's why he owes me $2,000 because I conclusively demonstrated the moon was not down.
Oh, and he ran away before you could claim the money. Okay, so we have Truth and Finding Truth. Hello.
What's up?
So which one are you? You are just Truth. So you're not Finding Truth, you're just Truth.
So Finding Truth believes the Earth's a globe, by the way.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad you're sane. I appreciate that.
Well, who is he? I'm confused.
Right, Truth, hello. You are a flat earther, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your chance. Present evidence that the Earth is flat.
The burden of proof is on both of us.
Well, no, I decide who has burden of proof. The idea of this stream is flat earthers come in and present evidence. I've got all the evidence, all the measurements, that's fine. But I want you to present evidence the Earth is flat. I don't care who you think has the burden of proof. This is your chance to present evidence that the Earth is flat. Off you go.
Well, what's your standard of evidence?
Well, if you give me some evidence, we can talk about it. My standard of evidence is something that is scrutinizable and testable. So let's get the evidence that the Earth is flat instead of just saying things.
We have 12 proofs. You have 0, so we can get.
No, hold on, because this
You're just gonna
is
kick us, though.
One at a time, please. One at a time. Truth. Please present evidence that the Earth is flat. Whereas I have measurements, I have experiments, I have
What research
observations.
did you put into it? Because we got videos.
I've measured the shape. I've measured the shape of the Earth. I've done that. So
how did you measure the shape of
and
the
you
Earth?
found 8 inches per mile squared and all this that no one else can find.
Well, no, it's easy to find. Right, one at a time, please. Sonic the Hedgehog, just be quiet for 1 second whilst Truth talks. One at a time, okay?
No, you made a claim. How did you measure the shape? Did you go through the corners of the?
I'm guessing you used the laser pointer.
Hedgehog, be quiet. One at a time.
Like, did you go to from edge to edge? Like, did you?
There's no edge on the globe. Anyway, this is your chance to present evidence that the Earth is flat. Off you go.
My evidence is not enough personal observation.
You trust a theodolite to measure curvature.
Hedgehog, I'll ask you once more. Wait your turn. Be quiet. Did your mum never teach you about, taking it in turns? Be quiet.
What's with the hostility? What's with the hostility? Hold on, why are you being so mean, huh?
I'm not being mean. I'm trying to talk to you, and this other guy keeps trying to overtalk.
This is America.
One at a time, Hedgehog. Be a good boy. Right. Truth. Present evidence the Earth is flat. Off you go.
Yeah, I give you a piece of evidence.
You said not enough observations. There's millions of observations every day from space.
According to who? The people that are in space?
According to cameras. According to people that send stuff up. According to my personal friend who sent a thing to space to check.
Oh, so okay. What? Guess what? I've got a personal friend who's in Antarctica who told me the Earth is flat. Now what?
Yeah, well, actually, when they went to Antarctica, they tested predictions and found out that it was a globe.
You do realize personal testimony isn't a reliable tool when it comes to
predictions, and then testing those predictions are like when a bunch of my friends went to Antarctica in December last year. Wait, no, to 24, not last year, because December 24, they went to Antarctica, and before they went there, they made a bunch of predictions, flat or globe, tested all those predictions. Every single prediction turned out that it was a globe. So once again, can you present evidence that the Earth is flat, like a measurement or something?
Yeah, okay. I'm presenting the same evidence as you. I have friends who are in Antarctica who told me that it's flat.
Well, no. My evidence is that I have personally measured the shape of the Earth. I want you to give me.
How did you personally measure?
Yeah, we'll get to that. This is your time to present evidence that the Earth is flat. Have you got no evidence that the Earth is flat?
Okay, my evidence.
The horizon is an optical illusion. Secondly, you're not taking in a.
Dude, take it in turns.
Of the theodolite, dude. You trust the theodolite?
Sonic, bro. Come on, bro.
One at a time, right? You can come back in if you can learn to take your turn. Right, Truth.
No one can go to Antarctica and tell you the Earth's flat when you see the sun do a 24-hour cycle.
Yeah. There's no way that the Earth can be flat if there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
According to what flat Earth model?
There is no flat Earth model that explains a 24-hour sun. There is no flat Earth model.
If there is two 24-hour suns in the north and the south, that means there's a top and a bottom. That means we're on a shape.
Okay, so this is very silly because you're assuming that I subscribe to any flat Earth model.
Well, if you don't have a model, then you've got nothing.
I mean,
holiday on the equator line and you see the stars go across your head, over your head, instead of around you.
Is this guy a globe or a flat earth? I'm confused.
He's a glober.
I'm a glober, so
Bro,
if you've got the stars going over your head in the equator, and then you go to the South Pole and they do a 360 turn above your head, and the North Pole and do a 360-degree turn, and you put all them stars into a shape, it's a sphere.
Come on, horse. I have one hole. You know, Sonic was, you know, trying to defend me, and then you have a finding. It's like, it's between me and you, you know?
Yeah.
You guys believe light travels forever with absolutely no evidence.
Right. Head, I will tell you when it's your turn. If you talk out of turn again, I will just ban you. Is that clear? Behave like a good
and you
boy.
can look at the
this
sky
is a
for
waste of
evidence,
time
by the
because
way.
you're out.
Right. Truth. I have measured the shape of the Earth. I didn't do it with theodolite. I did it in my physics degree. This is your chance. Yes, this is your chance to present evidence that the Earth is flat, like a measurement or something. What do you have that is testable that shows that the Earth is flat?
Why must it be under your standard of what is testable?
It's not my standard of what is testable, just something that is testable. Science is about making predictions and testing them. That's not my standard, that's science, okay? So what do you have that is testable or, you know, verifiable or anything that we can actually check to show that the Earth is flat?
Sure, someone living in Australia right now isn't falling off the face of the Earth into
well, that's not what we say should happen. There's gravity pulls towards the center of Earth from every point.
Oh, gravity, right? So magic. So
no, gravity's not magic. Right? Gravity's just real. I've measured it.
So, okay.
Mate, how can you have a top and bottom in space? Where is top and bottom in space?
Okay, where's top and bottom? That's what you guys believe. I don't believe
telling you,
top and bottom.
Right, on Earth, if Earth is flat, obviously the top is the sky and the bottom is the ground. But in space, where is top and bottom? If it's called space, it's got no top and bottom. It's in the word space.
This is very, like, obviously what I'm saying is, no, because you're trying to be dishonest here. You're trying to be dishonest. You have the top of the Earth. So there isn't a top and bottom of the Earth.
No, north isn't up and south isn't down.
Okay, so there's not people directly underneath you and me who are on the other side of the Earth.
Yes, there are people directly underneath me and you, but that doesn't mean there's a top and a bottom.
So then, is there a top and bottom of a ball? Is there a top and bottom of a ball?
No, a ball does not have a top and bottom.
When we use
circular,
top and bottom in
right?
language, it's to do with two-dimensional things.
Okay.
We live in a 3-dimension.
This is very silly. It's like, this is very silly. So you have a circular ball, right? If you split that ball in half, right? And then you measure it, and you slice the ball directly down the middle, right? You will eventually see a line that goes up, straight from the top to the bottom, right, of this ball. Is this incorrect or correct?
There is no top or bottom on a ball.
Every shape in the universe, we choose for it to have a top and bottom.
Yeah.
Human beings make the choice.
So let me make this very simple to you, right? There is no up and down in space. That's as simple as that. Space has no direction.
I don't believe in space.
I don't care. You just made the claim that you would fall off the globe into the void, so you are therefore assuming that space is real for your argument.
To your model, not mine.
No. For your argument about falling off of the globe, you have assumed that space is real. So for your argument, I need to inform you that in space there is no up and down. Down on Earth is towards the center of Earth. Up on Earth is away from the center of Earth. Everybody on Earth, wherever you are, is being pulled towards the center of Earth because of gravity. Fg equals gm1 m2 over r squared.
So you're using word semantics here, because when I say
sorry, did you say semantics?
Yeah, that's what you're
doing. No. The word is semantics, not schemantics.
Oh, come on. You see now. Okay, so now I see the type of person you are. You got so not. Oh, so you want to mock me for my literacy?
Yeah, I will mock you because you're illiterate. Absolutely.
No, they see this. You see this. See this. This is what do we call it?
Dude, here's the thing. You're not stupid because you're a flat earther. You're a flat earther because you're stupid.
Oh, there's a word for people like you. There's a word.
Yes, smart. The word for people like me is gorgeous. Jacked.
Oh my gosh. you're just mean. You're just being mean. Okay.
No. I'm trying to explain to you that you are stupid. That's not being
human
mean.
beings, bro.
This is yeah. You're a stupid human being.
Okay,
you might be human, but you're a stupid human.
Okay, how am I stupid? I don't believe
because you think the Earth is flat.
Okay, and you
that
believe
makes you
one
stupid.
a spinning ball in space. So I guess we're both stupid.
I've got evidence for mine.
Every single topic we bring up about anything to do with flat Earth, you cannot explain. But any topic about the globe, we can explain.
Yeah.
So when So when an argument happens and he butts in because he knows all your talking points.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you say this, right? And it's real funny you say this because we're all on the same surface, and we're all on the same boat essentially. We don't actually know the shape of the Earth.
We do know the shape of the Earth. We've checked. I personally measured the shape of the Earth.
You can't personally measure the shape of the Earth.
Well, I absolutely can. I used a pendulum to do it. I literally used a pendulum to measure the shape of the Earth.
That's ignorant thinking to think.
No, it's physics. Physics says if the Earth is a rotating globe, then there will be Coriolis forces applied. You can test those Coriolis forces at different points on Earth. If you are able to use the Coriolis force of a swinging pendulum to calculate your latitude on the planet as per the Foucault sine law, that will literally measure the shape of the Earth. When I did my physics degree in Bristol, literally calculated my latitude on the planet with nothing but a swinging pendulum. Whilst people in America and people in South America did the same experiment and got different results for their latitude based on the drift of the pendulum. Because physics says something will happen, it's a test, it's a prediction, and it happened. I measured the shape of the Earth.
So you measured this using the pendulum based off assumptions, right?
No assumptions. That it was for predictions. But here's the thing: Assumptions are not a problem in science. In science, you start with an assumption. That's what you do. It's literally a guess, and then you use that assumption to form a hypothesis, to make a prediction, and test that prediction. That is how science is done.
When it comes to measuring, so when it comes to truly measuring the shape of the Earth, you should do this without having to make any assumptions.
No, you can't, because science needs assumptions. You cannot not have assumptions. You have to have assumptions to test. Otherwise, you have no basis. You have to have an assumption. My assumption is the Earth is a rotating globe. Now, using that, I can make a prediction and test it. Of course, you have to have an assumption. Otherwise, you have no basis to test anything.
So then that's a theory.
No, it's not a theory. Define theory in science.
A scientific theory is something.
Not a theory.
Can I please talk?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Let him finish the sentence. Right. Define science. Right. Do me a favor. Actually, define the difference between a theory and a scientific theory.
A scientific theory is something that can be testable.
No,
measured.
that's not what a scientific theory is.
Okay, tell me how I'm wrong. Please tell me how I'm wrong.
A scientific theory is a collection of all of the evidence of a certain thing. So all of the measurements, all of the observations, all of the experiments, everything, we put it in, and then that can form the scientific theory of the Earth. For instance, there is the theory of music, which contains all of our knowledge about music. There is driving theory tests that you have to take, which contain all of the knowledge about driving safely. A theory in science is not a guess or anything. A theory in science is it's basically the highest accolade you can award something to say it's been tested and over and over and over. If it's a scientific theory, that means there is evidence behind it.
Yeah, evidence behind the theory based off assumptions, right?
Again, assumptions are how you do science. If you don't have an assumption, you have nothing to test.
And if a thousand assumptions come to be a globe and no assumptions come to be flat, then it's a globe, mate.
No, that's not how it works.
For instance, in my chat right now over on the Red app, I assume flat earthers are stupid. FTFE is testing that theory. That comes from the emojis. That was a good assumption, and we are testing that assumption right now. And again, I'm not being mean, but you're dumb. This isn't a meme thing. It's just a fact.
What? No, you just indoctrinated. You can
No,
call
no,
me dumb.
no. There's no indoctrination. I studied and I tested. I didn't just believe. I didn't believe what I was told. I tested what I was told.
Yeah, based off the things you was indoctrinated with.
No. You have to use assumptions.
Yeah, they told you how to do these measurements, right?
No, actually, I designed my own. I designed my own experiment. I designed my own version of the Foucault's pendulum.
Based off the assumption of the rotation, the rotating Earth, right? The Earth is rotating.
Well, of course, that's what I tested, yes, and turns out it was right.
So that's not a truly raw experiment.
Well, of course it is. If a raw experiment needs an assumption to test. If you don't have an assumption to test, you have no experiment.
So wouldn't the best experiment to determine the shape of the Earth be based off no assumptions?
No, because then you got nothing to test. You have no basis to test if you do not make an assumption.
Well, the point is to truly figure out the shape of the Earth, you would have to go off without assumptions and figure out an experiment.
No, you cannot go without. You are getting this incredibly wrong. You cannot go without assumptions. That is the start. If you don't have an assumption, you have nothing to test. If you have no assumptions, then there's no experiment that can be done.
So what if the assumption was
brain, mate?
Okay, so what if the assumption was we definitely live on this planet, right? How can I measure the shape of the width and height of this planet? That's the assumption that you should go off. Not
you didn't make an assumption there. You just said some things.
So you make an assumption, and then by the assumption you've made, you've got to then find out a theory you can do. A test you can do to prove your assumption.
Right, one sec. Andy Barron in the chat says, where is curvature on Bolivia's salt flats? Literally, when you go to the Bolivia salt flats, there is a plaque that shows the curvature of the Earth means you can't see the other side. The Bolivia salt flats show that the Earth is curved because there's mountains where you can't see the bottom of them, matching the curvature of the Earth. So thank you for debunking yourself.
So okay. So if no one told you what was on the rotating Earth, right? How would you have done? What experiment would you have done to
I would have looked around me and seen things happening. For instance, I would have noticed when I'm in the northern hemisphere, the stars rotate one way, and when I'm in the southern hemisphere, the stars rotate the other way. And using that, I would have gone, that means that I think we might be on a spherical shape that's rotating based on my observation. And that means I would test it. I would also say, well, there's a horizon. That's impossible if the Earth is flat. So I'm assuming that the Earth is globe, and I'm going to test that. Also, I would say that there's Coriolis forces, which is a fact. And then there can only be Coriolis forces if you're in a rotating reference frame. That's literally the only way that a Coriolis force can exist. So all these things that I would observe in nature would lead me to the assumption that we are on a globe that rotates. And then I would test that assumption. There is not a single observation on Earth that would lead me to suggest that the Earth is not a rotating globe.
So you just use you had a scientific bias when you said
no, there's no bias. This is if I just appeared on this Earth with no bias at all and looked around, my observations would suggest that the Earth is a globe.
This is wow. Honestly, wow.
Yeah, wow, is that it? Right, anyway, what evidence do you have that the Earth is flat?
What evidence do I have that the Earth is flat?
Yeah. How about this? Let me make this the question more simple for you. Can you present to me a single measurement in history ever that shows the Earth is flat?
Okay, watch this. Okay, so watch this. If you can point to one thing in the globe model that ultimately proves when a spinning ball in space that's basically infallible, then I'll concede.
Coriolis forces.
And the sun setting and not shrinking.
Yeah.
So
horizons. Horizons can only exist when you're on a curve.
Wow. So you're saying horizon, and you're saying that this is flawless.
There's no reason for there to be a horizon if the Earth is flat.
So you're telling me there's no reason so you're telling me any flat Earth out there right now has zero explanation out there?
Correct. No flat earther has any explanation. They have dumb things that they say, but they do not have an explanation. This is just a fact. This
A
is
flat
just a
earther's explanation for it is it's the vanishing point, but the vanishing point is at eye level, and the horizon drops the higher you go.
Yeah.
So then it's not infallible.
Well, it is. There is like there is
because
literally
this horizon
no
drops,
explanation.
This means it's a planet. It's a globe.
If the Earth is flat, there is no reason for there to be a horizon. The horizon is a predictable distance away of a clear, defined line, right? Which is exactly what we expect on a curved surface. If the Earth is flat, there is absolutely zero reason there would be a predictable distance to the horizon. There's just none.
If the horizon is the vanishing point, why can't we look straight up in the sky and see things go from big to small until we can't see it anymore? Because that's a vanishing point also, isn't it?
No.
No,
Like
because
if you look straight up in the and I'm
you
Team
have
Globe, by the
land.
way.
On Earth, you have land.
Nah,
and
don't
sky.
try to say I'm Team Globe to try. You was wrong, bro. Let them correct you. This way you try to be Mr. Smart.
If you look straight up at an object and an object keeps going up until you can't see it anymore, that's a vanishing point.
No, that would just be perspective. Yeah, that would just be perspective. So a vanishing point is it's more of an artistic term where you can say you've got a picture, you can draw a bunch of lines that would converge at a certain point. Now, if the Earth was flat and you drew those lines and converged, the vanishing point would match with the horizon, right? Or with that plane, right? But it doesn't. Every time you try and test the vanishing point, it actually turns out that it's above the horizon, which would debunk a flat Earth.
Would that not matter what direction you look though? Because I do art and I draw vanishing points too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when you get all your lines together, it's like you're drawing a corridor or something, the vanishing point would match. You meet at the end when you meet all those lines together, right?
Right. So
I mean, it's more about eye level, looking forward rather than looking up or down.
And I know this isn't realistic, but let's say we had some infinitely tall buildings that just went straight up and you stood in the middle until it.
You see, your Haitian IC, your own Globers are correcting you, bud. So you see, you try to mock me, but you're being corrected by your own
we're actually just having a discussion. We're not correcting each other. We're kind of talking past each other differently. He's using artistic language where I'm using physical language. But the fact is the vanishing point itself debunks the flat Earth. I just want to welcome Curious UK Debunks to the live. How are you doing, my friend?
I haven't been proven wrong at all.
It's going right, mate?
Said is wrong. It's just I'm using my language in a different way to simplify it to flat earthers.
So why are the people from who NASA whistleblowers ending up dead? Tell me, why is this happening?
There is not a single NASA whistleblower that's ended up dead. That's just a lie.
That's whoa! You can look this up. There was a female person who went online and exposed how she had perfectly designed ships for space. And a bunch of other...
all the things that have never happened, that never happened the most.
Oh wow! So you want me to bring a real proof? You can look this up.
Yeah, dude, what you just said never happened. There is no NASA whistleblower that have been killed. That is not a thing. If it is, I'll give you my TikTok account.
Okay. So you're making this claim, right? So
yeah, I'm making a claim. Right, here is the bet, right? If you can find me a NASA whistleblower who was killed by NASA to stop them saying what they were saying, I will give you my TikTok account and I will give you my firstborn son.
Firstborn son.
So
I mean, he'll probably be annoyed. He's 17 and wants to play video games while he studies at college.
Amy Eskridge, you can look this up. She used to work for NASA.
Any proof she used to work for NASA?
Yes. She exposed how.
All right, what's her name? Let me Google this right now. What's her name? Say it for me.
Amy, AMY.
Yeah.
SESKIR.
Yeah. Is that it? Amy Secker? Let me see.
ESK Ridge. She was unalived because she
there's nothing that says that. Where did you get that information? Amy Sesker, NASA whistleblower. Let me just Google. Literally nothing comes up.
Hey, wait, what's your name? Did you type in? How did you spell the second name?
SKIR. SESK. Right. So there is a Reddit thread. Let me put this up on the screen so people can see on my live. There is one Reddit thread. There is one Reddit thread.
Within TikTok and Reddit.
So there is one Reddit thread, and that is it, with zero evidence that this is true.
No, she's made multiple videos on
I've
on
literally
YouTube.
just searched the internet, and this is the only thing that came up: a Reddit thread with
No,
zero
it's on-
evidence of who she is. I've just
It's
searched
on
the
you-
internet.
It's plastered absolutely all over you. She's made multiple
No,
videos,
look,
and she.
look, everyone on YouTube can see it right now. I have googled Amy Sesker, NASA whistleblower. The only thing that comes up is a thread on Reddit with zero. She maybe said she was, but there's zero evidence that she was actually a NASA whistleblower or that she was unalive. There's zero evidence of that. There's a Reddit thread.
She was a So no, you're incorrect. She was a physicist who was working on rockets.
Then why is
going
there
into space.
only a Reddit thread and nothing else?
No, because I think you just typed in the name wrong. It's someone put it in the comments. It's Eskridge, Amy Eskridge. Just type in the name alone, you'll see. She made multiple videos of this and how people who work at NASA are very tired and are frustrated because a lot of their proposed models.
Any evidence that she worked at NASA?
Eskridge.
Okay, yeah, you can see in the not only do her family members.
Right, so
confirm
here we
this.
go. I have just searched her actual name, and we have Reddit, we have Reddit, we have Reddit, we have Facebook, we have TikTok, we have YouTube. So this, let me get this clear. This is where you're getting your information, is from Reddit, X, and TikTok. If there was a NASA whistleblower that was killed, that would be new.
It's on the
not
Medium.
Reddit.
It's on the Medium.
It's in Reddit, dude.
No,
you are
it's on the
using
Medium.
Reddit.
Okay, so you think I'm like it's on the Medium. Type in go on Medium, Amy Eskridge.
What's
It's
Medium?
Literally right there. So because
What's
she
Medium?
The Medium.
What's that?
It's accredited news source.
It's an accredited news source.
Yes.
The Medium. The Medium. Amy.
Yeah, someone put it in the comments. It's on the medium.com. You see, look, he tried to lie.
Medium is not an accredited news source. Oh my lord.
And even if it was, they would just be talking about somebody's story.
Oh, you see how they're trying to discredit me now, guys? You see? And look, he's reading, he's realizing, oh wow, she's a physicist.
Yep, so there's nothing saying that she was unalived by NASA. Nothing at all. In fact, here is actually from NASA, a NASA contractor report. So there's nothing there about her being unalived.
She made multiple videos that she was not the S word, and she was brutally unalived, bro.
Got any evidence that she was brutally unalived by NASA?
Well, why would NASA admit? Yeah, look, she's on video saying if I die, I was unalived by these people. That's what they do. True. So tell me why.
Any evidence that she was unalived by NASA to hide things?
Yeah,
no, there's none.
Can we prove is she still alive by any chance? Can you prove that she's still alive?
No, she's.
Truth, I'm looking at an article right now. And it says some online communities have circulated unverified theories about Amy Eskridge's death. These theories are presented here for completeness, but should not be taken as fact. No publicly released documents confirm foul play. This is straight from your source, buddy. First law Flerf confirmed once again. Your own source has debunked you. Thank you.
So,
you see,
right, so let me read from the NASA website. No credible evidence that Amy Eskridge was killed by NASA. All the claims tying her death to NASA or any secret airspace cover-up are conspiracy theories, not documented facts. Here's what the reliable information shows. Amy Catherine Eskridge was a real person. She died on 11th of June 2022 at age 34, and her obituary confirms her passing and her work in science and innovation. There's no public official report of investigations showing that NASA or any government agency unalived her. Mainstream sources list her death and obituary but do not provide a government conspiracy narrative. Some online communities speculate about anti-gravity research, mysterious circumstances, including posts suggesting she faced resistance from aerospace institutions, but these come from forums and are unverified opinion and conspiracy, not verified journalism. Some posts even claim she died by suicide, which is how many sources report the death, although they don't go into detail about the cause. So, unless you can present to me a verified source to say that she was unalived by NASA, you lose.
Oh yes, yeah. NASA. Sorry, we unalive this person. I'm sorry, guys. Here's us as men. You know, what are we talking about? She's
Right.
on
So
video.
there's no evidence then.
Okay, but she's on video
medium
saying
debunks
if
you.
I unalive, right, these people have warned me for the longest of times, and they will take me out, which they did. Quite simply.
Except
So who else?
nothing is verified. It's literally everything you were saying comes from conspiracy theories.
See,
Even the medium says it's unverified and not true and not factual. Your
Yeah,
own source says
Your own source, the medium, says that it is unverified.
Okay, let's be realistic. In what world are NASA going to ever confirm that we unalive the person? Like,
Right,
let's be realistic here.
so to be clear, there's no evidence of your claim.
It's like,
Because even your source, the medium, says that it's unverified.
okay.
Your source, the medium, which is not a verified journalist site, by the way, it's a conspiracy place, but even your own source disagrees with you.
This is like someone people say,
Dude, why does your own source disagree? The source that you cited, why does that disagree with you?
yeah, why does the government say the thing?
No, not the government. The medium is not the government. Your source, the medium. Explain why that disagrees with you.
Well, again, I'm talking. You didn't believe this case was even real, so I was giving you.
No, it's
something
not
more.
real. It's not. That's the thing. I want you to answer. Like, listen to the question. Why does the source that you provided disagree with you?
Because no one's going to ever publicly. NASA would never publicly admit.
That's
that
not
they unalived
NASA.
anyone.
That's not NASA.
Well,
It's the medium.
Why did you bring the medium to the table if it goes against you?
So that because there was other posts talking about it away from Reddit, because he claimed it was only Reddit. I was trying to show him
They're
another
talking
source.
about it and saying it's not verified. It's like a fairy tale.
Even the medium references the Reddit threads. That's what it's talking about.
Please stop spamming my Nardo. I'm not Nardo. I'm a great fan of his, 100%. I think he's an impeccable speaker. But I am not Nardo, okay?
It's not Nardo. I've heard Nardo. Nardo's different. He's got a different voice.
Thank you.
Nardo.
Do you know
Close.
that actually? Did you know that literally anybody can start an account on the medium and publish articles?
Nardo.
I mean,
did you know that? Hold on, I asked you a question. Did you know that anybody can start an account on the medium and publish articles? Did you know that?
Yes, I'm aware. But yes.
Right. So why did you present the medium as evidence of your claim when, number one, any fucker can put something on there, and number two, it disagrees with you?
Because the mainstream media is controlled.
But the medium is not mainstream media.
I never made a claim it was. I just gave you a news source
that disagrees with you.
Oh, okay.
This
Is the
written
medium
by a journalist? This
Okay, is the
guy
medium-
name is Kyle Robertson, and he's an ex-mental health nurse. He's not even a freaking... and he's also got spirituality, consciousness, and transpersonal psychology is what he lists. The guy who wrote your article.
Please
some
don't
random
discredit
fella.
the journalists, please.
I want credible sources.
That's not a journalist. He is not a journalist. He's a mental health nurse that made an account on a conspiracy site and wrote something.
Former mental health nurse.
So okay, so you know what? I suppose it's a lack of distrust. I get you guys. If it's not mainstream media, you don't trust it.
No, I don't trust anything. I test, and I tested the shape of the Earth. Turns out it's a globe. Right. Let's make this even simpler. Present to me just talk to me about one single observation or measurement or experiment that would suggest the Earth is flat.
I'm flat Earth leaning. I'm not too convinced on either basis, so I couldn't say that's my position. I never made the claim the Earth is flat. So you're trying to like. I'm just flat Earth leaning.
I got to say that's a sick backpedal. Good job.
I'm being honest. You never asked me for my thoughts.
I asked you, "Are you a flat earther?" When I first spoke to you, and you went,
okay,
yes.
I'm a flat earther.
You said yes
because I'm flat Earth leaning.
No, if you're a flat earther, you're not flat earth leaning, you're a flat earther. You are currently backpedaling so hard.
Yes, I am a flat earther because I'm flat earth leaning. I'm more...
No. Then you're not a flat earther. You're a flat earther if you think the Earth is flat.
I'm inclined to... Okay, hold on. I'm more inclined to believe the Earth is flat than it's round. So yes, I'm a flat earther.
Why?
Because it's 2026.
When there's no evidence.
It's 2026.
Yeah, and
By
they're
now-
going back to the moon in like a month.
Okay, so let's wait to see the when they
Oh,
go back
I
to
will.
the moon.
Trust me, I'm going to make the most viral video. The video that I make about the flat earthers freaking out about the moon landing is going to get 1 million views.
Wait, he's saying human beings are going back. He's saying human beings are quite literally going back to the moon. Like,
Yeah, well, Artemis 2 is orbiting the moon, and it's doing something very important. It is going further away from Earth than any human has ever done. It is testing the launch vehicle for landing back on the moon. They are literally going to the moon, orbiting it, going really far, and then coming back. That is happening in about a month.
So no human beings are going back to the moon.
Yeah, they're literally going to where the moon is. They're not landing on it. That will be Artemis 3.
Come on. So what?
They're
Okay,
going
so
past the moon. They're going
so
past the moon.
that's what I'm waiting for. Okay, at the very least, let's get people back onto planets. I don't know why we stopped doing this. Why did we stop at just the moon?
Money.
Okay.
Money. That's why they stopped. Literally,
Money.
they
no funding.
Yeah.
What?
So if you compare what NASA get now compared to when they were going to the moon, it's hundreds of times less. Like they I think when they were going to the moon, they got something like 8% of the federal budget. Now they get about 0.2% of the federal budget.
What? These guys, this was in the 1950s. They had like
no, it wasn't. They did not go to the moon in the 1950s.
Listen, that stuff was like aluminium foil. Like I went like we've got.
No, it wasn't. There was no
then.
aluminium foil. It was gold foil on the outside of the lem to reflect radiation.
That was a figure of speech. I'm saying it's 2020. We have the technology now, which is way more efficient. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's why they're going. They're testing that technology. That's what they're doing.
So then, once we see all these tests, right, and once we have people back on the moon and Mars and all these planets, right, and when we send people to space more and more, then of course, maybe then I'd consider more. Maybe I'll be more globe because that'll be more credible than just some people.
Oh, so let me see. You're just going to believe what they tell you then?
When enough amount of people have actually gone to space, it's like I can't. I'm
So
not gonna say
how many people have gone to space? Hey Google.
Under 700
how many people have gone to space?
Under 800 people. That's not enough people for me to be like, oh, okay, yeah, the Earth is definitely a ball.
800 people is not enough.
As of January
Hell no, I need listen.
Approximately 750 people have traveled
Thank
to
you.
space.
Thank you, Siri.
So that's not Siri, that's good, that's Gemini. So let me be clear. 750 people all saying the same thing is not enough for you.
Do you know how many? There's billions of people on this Earth. Imagine.
Yeah. And
Okay,
750 of them have been to space.
Okay, but imagine 10,000. How could, if 10,000 people went to space, could I just be like, okay, no, all these people are lying? No, I'd believe that, yeah, if these people are saying it's a ball.
So where's the cutoff then? At what number is the cutoff?
I've always said near enough to 10,000. That's a number I'd be comfortable with. I don't even need to go there myself.
So why could those 10,000 not lie if the 750 lied?
Because I don't think a number near enough to 10,000 is a number easy to control.
So are you any idea how many people would have had to have lied about going to space? Not just the people in space, but the rocket designers, the people at the control centers, the engineers, the refuelers, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people that would have had to have lied.
That's an assumption. I don't think
there's no assumptions.
All these people, no, because I genuinely believe you have people who are honestly working on these rockets. Like, yeah, this is going to do its purpose.
Caleb, Mindfura just joined the chat. Flerf. I want to remind everyone that Caleb is in fact a Nazi, but he's welcome to join the panel.
But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I don't think every single person working on these things are genuinely, have an agenda or anything. No, it's a small selective of people. So when I see enough people go to space, right, I can trust more than enough people going.
Move the goalpost.
Yeah. So when it gets to 10,000, you'll go, oh, it needs to be 100,000. Then you'll go, I need to go to space.
No, because that would be me being dishonest to myself. Once I see a number,
dude, you're being dishonest now.
Okay.
Because you joined and said you're a flat earther, and then 20 minutes later you're like, oh, I'm not a flat earther. That's being dishonest.
No, you see, you're misrepresenting my words. Say I'm flat.
No, I'm not. You literally said you were a flat earther.
Yeah, I'm a flat earther. Yes, because I'm flat earth leaning.
No, then you're not. Like, you're a flat earther if you think the earth is flat, not if you're flat earth leaning.
How could I outright? Okay, how could I?
Fight the flat.
There's some idiot in here calling me a gollywog.
Right, if could my mods please deal with that? Get rid of
This
them.
idiot it's J99. There's no need to be like that.
Just we need any more moderators. She's telling one for you.
No, because I'm not here for people's foolishness. I really am happy to be on the live.
Yeah, no, that I want to say that is absolutely disgusting. I have got some mods in the chat. Can my mods, Rubiks, could you deal with that? If anyone's being racist like that, get the fuck rid of them. Thank you, Queen, what do I call you, Queen? Does that work?
Call me Babe, please.
Babe, I want to apologise that you've had to deal with that.
Thank you. Because this is a brilliant live. I am so obsessed. Please fight, because I'm having some doubts here. I'm not what you call flat earther, but I still, for whatever reason, feel that the first moon landings didn't really happen. And I'm not saying the moon landings haven't happened. Of course they have. There's been great great courage from the astronauts and all the people to get us up there. But I just feel, for me, there's a little bit of doubt there. And I know...
Hey, doubt's fine. Doubt's fine.
Yeah.
But then you follow the evidence. So here, I'm going to quickly run you through.
Do you know what done it for me?
My
It was the Van Allen belt, the radiation belt.
So, right, the Van Allen belts do not go around the entire Earth. They're like a donut, right? They don't cover the entire Earth. Also, there's weaker areas and stronger areas. Also, most of the radiation in the Van Allen belt can be blocked with a bit of paper. It's mostly just alpha, right?
Yeah.
So even if, let's say they spent an hour going through the strongest part of the Van Allen belt, they would have got less radiation than you sitting next to a TV.
Or my phone, basically.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
The Van Allen belts do exist, and they can be dangerous if you stayed up there for ages and ages and absorbed that. It would disrupt your DNA and stuff, right? But the majority of the radiation in the Van Allen belts, it's not that dangerous. Plus, there's weaker and stronger areas, and when they launch, they would make sure they go through the weaker areas and spend the least amount of time in them, which really is not an issue.
No, that is great, because they did calculate the projection. They had some of the most amazing mathematicians, scientific minds to do that. So I just love talking about space. Absolutely adore it. Yes. So the other thing is, why is it that we gave up on exploration to the bottom of the sea?
Because it's really dangerous. Like, do you remember the submarine that it imploded and killed those people?
Oh God, yes, that was That was absolutely devastating.
So, to go that far down under the water, you have to design something that is capable of, dealing with atmospheres way more than we experience here. To go to space, all you got to do is get a difference of 1 atmosphere, right? That's all that the thing has to deal with, is a difference of 1 atmosphere. To go underwater, it's a lot more than 1 atmosphere. So it's a lot more dangerous. There's no way those people could have been saved. I was a submariner, right? And even though we do our diving training, where we do the submarine escape training tank and stuff, you're told, look, we're going to be honest with you. If you've got a problem down there in the submarine, you ain't getting out. Right? It's dangerous. Right, so here's an interesting story I like to tell. My first ever dive that I did, they like to do this when they get new people on, is to show you what actually happens to the submarine over just a couple of 100 meters, right?
Oh, no, I get you.
Right, so what they would do is they would get a bit of rope and they'd put it on one bulkhead all the way through the submarine to the other bulkhead, and they'd make it tight, right? And then as the submarine dives down, that rope gets looser and looser and looser until it's literally bowing enough to touch the deck. Because the entire submarine is getting squished by the pressure underwater. It literally shrinks the submarine that you're in.
Hey, Queen.
This is why
people shrink. Do the people shrink as well?
No, they get crushed, darling. They get absolutely phenomenally crushed.
Yeah, if it goes bad, I'll tell you what, when you come out of there, your posture's not good.
Hey, Queen, I have a question to ask you. If 700 people told you unicorns are real, I've seen them, would you believe them?
That's not even a sane
You do know
comparable.
that you do know that unicorns are my national animal in Scotland, right? The unicorn is literally the national animal of Scotland.
Point being, right, probably all of us wouldn't believe, right? So when 700 people say they've claimed they've gone to space, and yes, let's say they believe they're saying it's a globe, I'm not gonna sit here like, okay, yeah, sure, for sure, it has to be a good. Like, come on. But yet, if 10,000 people all claim,
that's just not a rational comparable, my dear.
how is
It's just
how is
not.
that not rational?
It's not. We know
Craig,
bloody well that the Earth is round.
Because of those 700 people that bring us
my
confidence.
lovely. You can look around us with our natural senses. You don't need to be a scientist there. Yeah.
Hey,
You just
Craig,
don't.
this
You
is
could be on,
classic
you could be on a boat.
futuristic
It's
for
round.
science to know.
When you take
I know.
flight, it's round.
Yep.
So look, if you're going to give me a decent comparable, then we can talk. But let's not talk. That's just not rational. I just got to take it.
it's
But
like-
thanks for making me laugh, though. Thank you.
Okay, but it's like someone telling me, hey, we've done all these experiments and there to
There's
support.
facts here. Look, I do
not
believe
telling us
everybody's
Right, so guys, one sec.
Yeah.
Would one of you Globers please leave, because there is another flat earther wanting to come on, and I've got about another 20 minutes before I need to
I'll
get
drop
off.
down. Thanks for
Thank you,
having
Queen.
me.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna drop down, so just question everything you believe.
Yeah, question and test, but don't ignore. Okay, is there another flat earther that wants to join? I've got about 20 more minutes before I need to finish. We do. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was KK Caleb in the chat. Bob, this is I'm enjoying these TikTok lives. These are crazy.
Yeah, I
Queen Bee
came up
was in
earlier to
case.
ask how you enjoying it.
Sorry. And see, here's pictures on Kodak film of the Earth from Apollo 11. There
Yep.
you are.
Actual
Physical film.
Yeah.
So if 700 people had pictures of physical film, I'd be inclined, and evidence, then I'd be inclined to believe them.
We've got Liam B. G. Hill 4C. You just request to join, dude, and I will let you in. I've given you the invite, so you just have to join. Just catch up quickly with some of my super chats over on the Red app, because they've been incredibly generous. We've got Real Harnold from Harnold Studios says, and they've been a member for 25 months. Gravity can't tell stuff. It doesn't have lips. Just Jez being Jez for $5 says, here, hey, this guy doesn't think gravity exists. Maybe he will float the fuck away and improve the human gene pool in his absence of his substandard genes. Oofed. Inquisitive Infidel for $2 says they love to list component speeds to confuse. Yeah, they don't understand speeds. It's hilarious. Mr. Toffee's member for 48 months says, let's go round again. That's the rules I have to sing if you put lyrics in. Dr. Apocalypse for £2 says, Flerf, do your own research, watches YouTube and doesn't. We've got Just Jez being Jez for $5 says, at what point when everything debunks what you say do you admit you're wrong? 7.5 billion people can all be on the grift just to spite you. PJ says for $2, silly circle balls. And PJ for $5 says spaceballs and schematics. Yes. Jess says Tiger $5 poll question. Who are dumber, TikTok Flerfs or YouTube Flerfs? It's a hard one. J Trance £2 says £1 for being gorgeous, £1 for being jacked. Rachbot $5 Australian. Craig is jacked and gorgeous. Well, I do try. PJ for $5 poll answer yes. F Grudge for $5. Old Craig measured that everything fell towards him. Right, dude. Liam, I've sent you an invite. You just need to join.
Liam has no followers. Looks like a brand new account, so he doesn't have live access yet.
Liam, you can't join if you don't have if you're brand new. If there's any other flat earthers that want to join, that would be amazing.
Hey, Katie, come on up. Katie did it. She's the Flerf.
Rubiks says for $2, 2 more $5 super chats to torture FTFE for 20 hours. Yeah, I did smash my super chat goal, so it looks like on Saturday I'm going to start a 24-hour TikTok live stream. PJ $5, more. Real Harnold, gravity doesn't have lips for $5. Rosie $5 says correction. 1 more $5 super chat. Sentences FTFE for 24 hours of TikTok derp. Oh my god. What a time for me to stop smoking weed. Bloody hell. The Turtle Moves for £2 says who would be stupid to do that? F Grudge €5 says I need all 8 billion people in space. Look each other in the eyes and say fine, the Earth's a globe. Real Harnold $2 says it doesn't have lips. And Bill
Craig,
Tetley for
that eye
$5.
contact,
One more.
contact's important, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. Always keep eye contact, especially with the reach rounds. Bill Tetley, $5. My name is Craig, and I enjoy the taste of Mikey Smith's toe jam on fresh toast. Yeah. So we've got 15 minutes left. If there's any other flat earthers in the chat that are willing to join. Now, here's the thing, right? I can be a bit of a douche. Only if you are douches, right? If you come on and talk nicely and don't interrupt and engage in the conversation, I'll be nice to you. If you come on and interrupt and overtalk and ignore the conversation, I'll be a bit of a douche to you. It's your choice. Don't be afraid, Katie. But of course, if you want to come on and be a douche to me, I'm willing to accept it. I'm not a little child that gets upset because someone's mean to me on the internet. Bob, you know I'm blaming you for this, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you brought me to TikTok. It's your fault.
I'm sorry. And to answer the earlier question, YouTube Flerfs are smarter.
Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Not that they're smart.
Did you see Mikey Smith's? Did you see Mikey Smith's live stream the other day? He was trying to explain star rotations. He's wobbling the whole globe around. He had no idea.
Oh, my favorite
explanation. Smarter. You understand smarter is relative, relative term, right?
Yeah. So my favorite Flerf explanation for star rotations is Witsits, and this is always going to get me. He said the reason why you get stars rotating one way in the north and one way in the south is because if you draw on a window, the people the other window will see it the other side. I just want to know at what point when you go from north to south, you travel through a plane of glass.
I did a video on that, asking him the exact question. Still no response.
Oh no, there will be no response because I have chased Witsit off of the internet. Like, he said that it would never happen and I would never chase him off the internet. His last debate with me, last time he was on the internet.
This is the truthiest, truth-seeking truther, and he's requesting up.
Yes, I'm here. I am the truthiest, truth-seeking truther.
Okay, Bill Tetley, $5 says, a bit of a douche, FTFE. You're the epitome of douche, whilst Craig is the definition of cool. Yeah, I know, I have multiple personalities. The truthiest truther, are you a Flerf?
What's up, Craig? It's Sal from Facebook.
Sal? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you'd recognize. Yeah, I know. You've got a lot of people on Facebook.
Yeah, also I've been banned on Facebook a bunch of times, so I barely use it anymore.
Oh, gotcha. I see. I catch some of your posts when I see that. Yeah. Your gym posts looking all sexy.
I've worked fucking hard.
I know, man. It shows.
I'm assuming you're not a flat earther then.
Depends which way the wind's blowing.
What?
Never
He's winding you up.
Well, flat earth is dumb, and no one managed to prove me wrong.
Yeah. I usually tell the flat earthers, send me a galaxy and I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Wait, is that like a gift or something? Is it on here? Someone send me a galaxy and I'll take my top off.
Yeah, on this app, yes.
Is the galaxy like the biggest award or something, is it?
No, there are much bigger ones, but it's kind of like typically the biggest one you'd probably see.
It's about $5, isn't it?
Back in the day, I used to give them out like candy to
like
people. And back then, they would cost me like $15, but the recipient got like $5.
Yeah, because
quite a racket.
TikTok take about 75%, right?
Yeah, quite a racket for TikTok.
Yeah, so I've had 1.4 thousand people in and out of this stream, which is incredible, considering this is only my second ever live stream on TikTok. Still got like 150 watching. Plus like the nearly 400 over on the Red app as well, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So if there's no other flat earthers that want to come in, then we might call it for today, because it is Tuesday night, and I know MC Toon will be getting prepared to do his live streams. So I guess that's where we're going to call it for tonight then.
There's one thing here real quick. I've had a flat earther in the comments talk about the 24-hour Antarctic sun. His evidence is there's no signed affidavits that anybody's done in court to testify that 24-hour sun is real. That's his
Except there
evidence.
is Toon signed an affidavit, and I've seen the raw footage. So Apparently there's someone
okay,
called Katie. If Katie wants to join, I've got 10 more minutes. Is it Katie Don't? I will send them an invite. Earth is an infinitely expanding realm, they say. Katie, please join and give me evidence of your claim.
Explain gravity to Katie. I love her gravity explanations.
I'll take electrostatics for $500.
Yeah, electrostatics doesn't work because that's an attractive and repulsive force.
I'm just like always nervous at first when it's a new panel.
Hey Katie, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I promise not to be mean to you.
Oh no.
Wait, I've changed my mind. I hate you. Fuck you.
You're familiar with most of us in here, just not the host.
Yeah, Katie.
What was
hello.
that, Daz? Okay, sorry. On my end.
Welcome to the panel. I've got about 10 minutes before I need to finish. So, do you want to just give me quickly your best evidence that the Earth is flat?
Sure. It's a observable objective reality. It's what we all experience and observe on any kind of basis, and it's the only thing any of us will ever observe.
I literally observe the Earth to be a globe that rotates. From the observations in nature, all of them suggest that the Earth is a rotating globe. There is zero observations anywhere that would suggest the Earth is anything other than a rotating globe. Which observation in particular are you talking about?
All observations here. I might have an image I can throw up that, I mean...
But no, just name one. Just name one observation. We do see curve.
Okay,
there's a horizon.
Wait,
if there's a horizon, that's an effective
horizon,
curve.
level, flat, straight, right? Whatever you want to call it.
The horizon curves. The higher you get up, the horizon curves, which is what you expect.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there would be no horizon if the Earth is flat, so horizon debunks flat Earth.
And why do you say that? Do our eyes not create convergence with lines parallel to our line of sight, or we just not have eyeballs on a flat Earth?
The horizon has nothing to do with convergence. If the Earth was flat, there would be no defined line at a predictable distance away. We do not have a limit to how far we can see.
Well, of course not. I mean, because we can see objects past the horizon, so the horizon isn't the limit to our vision.
Yeah,
right.
But there would be no horizon if the Earth was flat.
Observer height.
Yeah, and
okay,
there you go. You just debunked the flat Earth. The observer height, the fact that you can see further. No, hold on. The fact that you can see further over the horizon when you raise an altitude debunks the Earth being flat, because there's no reason you would be able to see further if the Earth was flat. You would just be able to see the same distance.
Nailed it.
So I thank you, Katie, for coming on and debunking the flat Earth. That was very kind of you.
Sorry, absolutely not. And what you guys call, let's talk about the horizon then. Horizon dip, right? And you guys say that's effective curvature. The higher you go, the greater the horizon dip. But actually, that aligns with angular size change, right? So
there's no angular size. The angular size does nothing to do with the horizon. Angular size. The angular horizon is nothing to do with angular size. The horizon is simply an effect of the curve of the Earth. There is if there's an infinite plane, then there's no angular size change to the horizon. If there was an infinite plane, it would just be an indistinct blur in the distance. Any horizon debunks a flat plane. You can only have a horizon if there is a curve to make a horizon.
You'll have a horizon, a defined horizon, as long as you have eyeballs. Number one.
No, you won't. There's no I'm sorry, you're wrong. There is zero reason your eyes would make a horizon.
Wrong. Really, except for the fact that they create convergence with lines parallel to your line of sight. Are you denying that?
And that debunks you because your convergence and vanishing point goes above the horizon.
I said nothing about
the fact that celestial navigation predicts the horizon dip, and when you use the horizon dip in celestial navigation and map out what the horizon dip is that you have to use to actually get your position with a celestial, with a sextant, you can actually map out the horizon dip and you get the same as the curve of the Earth, which is an effect of the curve of the Earth. I'm sorry, but what you're saying about convergence is there's no evidence of that. You're just saying a thing. There's no evidence at all to what you are saying.
No, I'm not saying a thing. It is.
No, it's not. You're just saying a thing. No, it's not a thing. You're just saying it, but it's not a thing.
Not.
You've got no evidence to back up what you're saying. You're just saying a thing.
I'm not just saying a thing.
Yeah, you are just saying a thing.
Actually,
nobody agrees with you that your eyes convey a convergence and makes a horizon. That is not a thing.
That's fine. If I don't have time to pull up the receipt, so because
there is no receipt. Anytime you show a horizon, debunks the flat Earth.
No, there is.
No, there's none.
Absolutely
There's
not.
none. There's none. If there's a horizon, the Earth can't be flat.
No, you have eyeballs unless you don't have eyeballs.
No, your eyeballs do not make a horizon.
I've done this several times.
Okay, if you say so, that's fine. We can move on. But let's go to what you made a claim about being the drop, aka the horizon dip, right? Which is supposedly a measurement or calculation of said drop. But you would need to calculate in on top of a drop. If we were on a ball, you would need to calculate in angular size decrease because the ground is not exempt from that. That's why
the ground, the angular size of the horizon isn't changed. Angular size applies to objects in the distance, not to the ground.
Right. Is the ground an object? Is it a thing? Oh, sorry, I got my internet's right.
The ground is not like a mountain or something which would change angular size. The fact that the horizon dips the amount predicted by the globe as you raise in altitude debunks what you are saying. If the Earth was flat, there would be 0 dip to the horizon as you raise in altitude. That would not be a thing. This is just
Absolutely
physics.
Not.
This is
You're
no, wait. No, not absolutely not. No, not absolutely not. Physics and reality disagree with you. There is no evidence to what you are just saying a thing.
Physics and reality disagree with you. You're saying
they
the ground is exempt from angular size.
Wait. All physics ever agree with me. There is 0 physics or geometry that agrees with what you are saying about the horizon and angular size. No, there's not.
It absolutely does.
Right, then present a paper that backs up what you're saying.
Sure. Okay, great. I can't do that right now. But anyways,
because it doesn't
you're denying
exist.
that the ground is... You're denying the ground is an object, and
no, I'm not denying the ground is an object, but the horizon does not.
It's subject to angular size change, sir. Absolutely, and you're denying that.
And the horizon is nothing to do with angular size.
It absolutely does because it is the
ground.
No, it
doesn't. I'm sorry. No. I'm stopping you. No, the horizon has nothing to do with angular size. You are just saying a thing that is incorrect.
Can you show me?
I am correcting you. You are wrong.
Okay, can you show me your receipts for that and show me that I'm incorrect, and I will gladly digress. Show me where the ground is exempt from angular size change, and I will.
I'm not saying the ground is exempt from angular size change. Angular size change does not affect where the horizon is. Angular size change. Angular size. Hold on. Hold on. Shh. Angular size change would not make things dip below eye level. Angular size change would make things go into the horizon. They would not make the horizon dip. Angular size change would not make the horizon drop down. Angular size change would make things on the horizon shrink into the horizon, not go below the horizon. Things literally disappear below the horizon, which debunks your angular size claim.
Absolutely not. And if you look it up,
so nutter then. So let me be clear. Your answer to the fact. I'm not. I explained to you why you were wrong, Katie. I'm explaining to you why you are wrong. If it was angular size, then things would. Katie, listen. If it was angular size, things would shrink into the horizon, not go below them. The fact that things go below the horizon debunks your angular size claim.
Are you talking about objects past the apparent horizon?
I'm talking about anything.
They don't go below the horizon. They go behind the.
You can literally. No. Sorry, you're wrong. You can literally watch things go below the horizon like ships that you can never zoom back.
Is that the actual location of the ground? Is the ground actually ramping up in front of us, or is that why it's an apparent horizon?
So, from your position, let me be clear. So, if you're 6 foot and you're looking at the horizon, between you and the horizon, yes, it's ramping up to that point because you're looking at the horizon. So between your feet and your eye level, it ramps up to that and then curves down. The fact, and this is a fact, it's not just me saying things, this is a fact, that things dip below the horizon debunks your angular size claim. If you can't get that in your head, then I really can't help you, Katie, because that means that you're just not very smart.
Number one, you're the only glober I've ever had tell me that the ground is actually ramping up and it's not just an apparent ramping up in front of you.
Of course it is, right. So it's very simple, right? If you are looking at if you're on the Earth, and you're there looking at the horizon, between your feet and your eye level, for them to match, the Earth at that point will ramp up to your eye level. right? Because you are higher than the horizon. You're higher than the ground you're on. And if your eye level is looking at the horizon, that means between your feet and the horizon, the Earth is curved up, and then the horizon, it curves down. If you were, you can't stand on the horizon because that's always away from you. But between you and the horizon, it's literally a curve up, and then the Earth curves down. That's how spheres work.
Okay, I mean, you're just the only glober who's ever said that. It's
well, maybe you just haven't understood properly. Maybe you haven't understood things. That's not my fault.
I absolutely
Katie,
have.
Katie, you clearly right. You never did shapes at school. I understand.
Oh no, I definitely did, but it's
no, you clearly didn't because you don't understand shapes.
Oh,
anyway,
I absolutely do. And
no, you clearly don't understand. Katie, don't lie to me. You don't understand shapes.
I'm not at all.
I've explained. I've not nutted. I've literally explained to you why you're wrong. I've not nutted. I've explained why you're wrong. I've explained why you're wrong, Katie. I've explained why you're wrong. I've not nutted. I've literally explained why you're wrong. My explanation debunks you. Angular size does not explain the horizon. Right. Nothing you can say will ever say that.
It absolutely does. That's why
no,
the
it
higher
doesn't.
You go, that's why the higher. Yes, that's why the higher you go, the greater the horizon dip.
No, angular size does not make things dip. No. Angular size does not make things dip below your eye level. Angular size does not make things dip below eye level. Angular size does not make things dip below high. Angular size does not make things dip below eye level. You are incorrect.
You can see the.
Angular size does not make things dip below eye level. You are incorrect.
You can absolutely see the tops of things.
Katie, you need to listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Angular size, Katie, shh, listen. Angular size can never, ever, ever make something dip below eye level. That will never happen. Therefore, the horizon will not drop because of angular size. That is against physics. That is against reality. Oh. Now, as I said, physics. Where's your physics degree? Do you have one?
I don't have a physics degree.
Well, I do. I have a physics degree, and as an expert in physics, I'm telling you you're wrong.
How do you have a physics degree and you're saying the ground is actually
because I studied physics?
But that's an incorrect statement, and you've
shown
it's
not. Nothing I've said is incorrect.
Well, I don't know that because you've shown nothing backing what you're saying. No sources.
That's because I don't have the ability to share screens right now on TikTok.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that's.
Right, but I have shown the evidence for this countless times on my YouTube channel, like literally over 1,000 times. Everything that you are saying about angular size is incorrect. Every single thing about angular size that you have said is wrong. Angular size will never, ever, ever make something dip below your eye level. It will make things shrink in to the horizon. That's it. So there we go. Anyway, I did say I only have to.
No, that's fine. You gotta go.
Yeah, right. I said I had 10 minutes, right? Okay, and that's it. So I have to go now because it is time to get ready for Tuesday.
Next time I'll bring receipts.
Thanks for having me, man.
I'll make sure I got receipts next time, and then we'll see yours. Thank you for having me up. I appreciate it.
There is no receipts. Let me be clear. All right, no worries. Speak to you next time.
Oh, there absolutely is, sir.
No, there's really not.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to destroy you. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, I love ball squashing.
Never happened. I've destroyed you. Your claim about angular size is incorrect.
And I will.
Your claim about angular size is incorrect.
Top left, anyone?
And what are you going to say when I bring receipts? What then?
I will explain to you why you're wrong about what you're showing.
So if I bring viable, credible sources, right, citing exactly what I've said, you're just going to know all that too.
There is zero credible sources that will cite what you've just said.
Ooh,
your sources will debunk you, Katie. They always have.
No,
Katie,
they don't.
Katie, if you can present a source, Katie, if you can present a source that says the horizon drops because of angular size, I'll give you my YouTube channel.
That's not. No. Angular size can make things appear below your eye level.
No, they can't.
That was the claim,
no, it can't.
Right?
No, it cannot. No, it cannot.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Bringing us, because I have looked into that.
Craig, are you able to give a guest the big box? Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I will. But like I said, I have to finish the live.
Yeah, some other time.
It is time up, right?
I didn't want to interrupt you two, but I've had a drawing that explains exactly what you two have been going back and forth about. Maybe she needs to see it. You know what I mean?
I was just showing the sun setting using a hydrogen alpha telescope, so you can't. And it never went smaller. So
yeah. Right. Anyway, guys. I want to say thank you all for watching, and I will be live again this weekend for a 24-hour TikTok stream. So come and join me then. Katie, please bring receipts, and I will show you why your receipts are wrong.
Absolutely. I'll be prepared. Have a good one.
All right, speak to you later.
Peace out.
See ya.
All right, guys, thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate it, and I will speak to you all later, okay?
Cheers. Later.
And Curious, okay, thank you very much as well, buddy. I'll speak to you later. Right, there we go. No flat earthers managed to show anything. I see Dick Wayne's been crying in the YouTube chat. Dick, you can always join, you know that, but you just cry or fall asleep when you're reading, one of the two. Thank you for joining me on TikTok. It has been fantastic. Flat earthers are dumb, and they all proved it. I will see you next time. Remember, stupidity's not a right. Fight the flat earth. Okay, wow, that was fun. Oh, guys, TikTok is gonna be the place for flat Earth debates. It's gonna be amazing. We've got Sparky NJ, member for 72 months, says flat Earth is a dump, but so is the globe. The Earth is a ring, and Master Chief is coming. I actually really enjoyed the Halo TV series, by the way. Wicked Pisser, member for 14 months, says Flerfs are fucking idiots. Bill Tetley, $5. This mentally deprived dingbat just cannot get off the script and think she's not stupid because she's a Flerf. She's a Flerf because she's stupid. Yes, thinks angular size make things dip below the horizon. Hilarious. Dr. Apocalypse for £5 says every Flerf rushes to their P900 and points at a 30-foot yacht 3 miles out, but not the 400-foot tanker going over the horizon. Massive fail. JSS Tiger, $5 says if Katie brings the sources, I'll bring the popcorn. It's not going to happen. Guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been fantastic. Might be back tomorrow with Craig and Toon show. We'll see if Toon's busy or not. If not, I'll probably be back this weekend. I'm working on a bunch of videos and stuff. There's going to be a bunch of lives. I'm going to do a 24-hour live stream on Saturday, starting maybe 6 p.m. Until 6 p.m. on the Sunday. And in February, I'm going to do a live stream every single day on TikTok, because that is where the flat earth debates live. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. It's been absolutely incredible. Your support has been insane. It means the world to me. And I will see you all soon. But before we go, I've got to ask a really important question. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Sorry, not sorry, Anna.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a bring right now, bring right now, bring right now.
Good morning. It's Rich come with a storm warning. Better batten down the hatches, grab some matches and brace yourself for a long day of misery. YouTube has given me the power to reach up into the sky and show you all that we live on the ball. I bring you science that's comprehensible. Your view is indefensible. You're reprehensible. Go on, Mr. Sensible. When I was young, I never thought I would be here to see this. A pile of random nonsense dressed up as bullshit. Your ignorance will be the death of us all. Like running head first, full speed into a...
I'm going to start again with the actual proper one. Bear with me.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a bring right now, bring right now, bring right now.
Good morning. These words come with a storm warning. Better batten down the hatches, grab some matches and brace yourself for a long day of misery. YouTube has given me the power to reach up into the sky and show you all that we live on the ball. I bring you science that's comprehensible. Your view is indefensible. You're reprehensible. Go on, Mr. Sensible. When I was young, I never thought I would be here to see this. A pile of random nonsense dressed up as bullshit. Your ignorance will be the death of us all. Like running head first, full speed into a wall. You could always read a book, buy a telescope, set it up and take a photo of the moon, or just be a buffoon. I send you in a balloon up to the stratosphere in page 3.
You're a few fries short of a happy meal. You're dumber than a box of hair. The
wheel's spinning but the hamster's dead, and you're as smart as bait. You forgot to pay your brain bill, you're missing a few buttons on the remote control. 24 cents short of a quarter, you're surfing in Nebraska. You're as bright as Alaska in December, and you fell out of your family tree. You don't have all the cornflakes in one box, you got an IQ of 2 and it takes 3 to grunt. The elevator doesn't go all the way up, and there's a vacancy on the top floor. Your antenna doesn't pick up all the channels, you're several nuts short of a
Yo, Mr.
fruitcake.
Sensible, calm down, don't go too hard. You don't need to ask Liberian Flerfs in your backyard. You're a man of science, poise and grace. Mage 2 did everything to wipe the grins off the face. So Nathan, get away from those kids. The world is not flat and it doesn't have a lid. Recognize the differences between the textbook and the Bible and control yourself. Lay off your slander and your lies. You're a bunch of knobs poisoning the well of the youth, spreading lies that you like to claim as knowledge and truth. Stop spreading fresh bullshit like the butter on your bread. Maybe a musical assault knock some sense into your head. I hope one day you'll hear these lyrics and smile, and you realise you used to be a 40-year-old child. Now it's time to wake up, open your eyes and see, and acknowledge the existence of.
You're a few clowns short of a circus, your phone is off the hook, your sewing machine is out of thread, you're all foam and no beer. You don't have all your dogs on one leash, an intellect rivaled only by garden tools. There's no grain in your silo, and your skylight leaks a little. Your belt doesn't go through all the loops. You couldn't pour water out of a boot without instructions on the heel. Your slinky's kinked, and you're proof that evolution can work in reverse. A few feathers short of a whole duck, one fruit
And we
loop short of
pretend
a
that
full bowl.
airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. Should be wishing for a bring right now, bring right now, bring right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a bring right now, bring right now, bring right now.
You thought it was over? Well, I'm still standing while you're swinging, flinging feces, talking shit just like the human centipede. You got the mind of a chimp, and I'm here to expedite your shore leave. Cause I'm a seaman, but not the kind I rit up on your mum's gums. I'm the kind that sailed submarines and fired guns. I could float a boat across the ocean with my eyes closed, circumnavigate the globe with a compass and a bag of sausage rolls. Well, all you can do is nibble on your toes. I'll smack you with the hose that you call a water level, sit and swivel. You nasal gazing muppet, you can stuff it harder than the wallet stuffed by Warren Buffett. And I don't care about your sauces unless you're serving them, and I don't care about your lines unless you're curving them. Now step away from me, you're sucking up my oxygen with the vacuum where your brain should be, you dumb fuck. Remember, stupidity's not a right. Fight the flat earth.